Hello, everyone. Um, Lisa had to deal with something, so she's on the phone, and I think I've got all of my little ducks organized today. So, I just am going to say hello, and we're going to give her a couple minutes to accomplish the things she has to accomplish. Um, she's having car trouble again, so that's always a pain in the behind. Um, I hate car trouble. It's so frustrating and you can't do anything about it because you must have that silly car. So anyways, um it looks like somebody's here. I'm not sure who is here, but whoever you are, hello. I know it always takes a few minutes for everything to get sorted out, and we're going to work with our little tiny fairy fun time book today, so we're going to do that. I know we're going to do some what do we call that? We're going to put some pockets in our book and things like that. I will tell you that my book is getting very, very full. um, Hi, Becky. Hi, Melissa. um, we I don't know if you heard at me, but I just said that Lisa will be back in just a few minutes. um, this is I think the last of my pages that I had to get stuck together. And one of the reasons, hi Susan, one of the reasons we didn't take our books apart, let me just do this until she comes back. One of the reasons we didn't make all of our pages and glue them all together at one time is that you kind of need to know how much you have to take out. And we started by taking out 2 pages between each page and gluing 2 together, making it 3 pages thick. But now remember, these pages are really thin pages. This paper is like very thin. I think she's back.
I'm back.
She is. She is. Yay! I'm so
He just
sorry you're
wanted to
having
know if
trouble.
we were home so he could bring by Hannah's graduation gift. He didn't want to put cash in the mail and take a chance on something happening to it. So
Yeah, I can
I
believe
said, if
that.
she's there, she'll answer the door. I won't.
Okay.
I'm busy.
Okay. Well, do you need to go deal with the car?
No,
Okay.
I'm just gonna take it back in again in the morning.
Okay.
I took it in and they, because it was a used part,
Mhm.
they thought well, when it started acting up again, they said they hooked it up to their machine and it said that it wasn't reprogrammed to match my car's VIN number.
Uh-huh.
And that when it realized after 3 months that it didn't recognize my car's VIN number, it quit working. Now, I'm sorry, but that is a dangerous way to make a product.
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah,
wonder
yeah, yeah.
Mercury Mariners no longer exist.
Uh-huh. Hi, Mina.
Anyway,
Yeah.
they reprogrammed it and they drove it and drove it and drove it and couldn't get it to do anything wrong. So I went and got it this morning and I drove it home, no problem. Then Hannah and I went to run an errand and it did it again.
No.
So I'm going to have to take it back in the morning. And so
Oh,
I don't know, be praying that they can come up with something because well, I've put too much money into this car to be able to buy another one.
that's right. I totally
Um,
understand that.
and you
That
have
is,
to have brakes.
yeah, you do have to have brakes. The lucky part about mine is, they can't find the ABS unit for mine, but the way mine is broke is that the analog brakes don't work, but the brakes work fine.
Yeah,
Um, so so I have to understand that I'm driving an old style car, which I drove most of my life anyways,
right,
where
right.
you don't have anti-lock brakes. So if you start slide, you got to remember. So but I do have dash lights that are on all the time. I have an ABS light and a brake light that are on all the time, but my car works fine. It just doesn't have analog brakes.
Right.
And frankly, my pickup truck doesn't either because it's too old. So, you know, uh, but it's not like yours. Yours is different, and I certainly hope they can. Oh man, it focuses good when it focuses, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it was doing
It was
the
giving it
darn.
heart. Yeah, it's doing a heartbeat again.
Yeah.
I wish we could figure out why that does it. Anyways, I was just telling the girls that one of the reasons we didn't take all of and do all of our pages at one time was so that we would kind of know how much we had to take out because my tunnel book is not even in here, and I now have a lot of stuff, and I just took in this last section I took out 10 pages between each page,
Yeah.
and I should have been taking out a lot more than I did, but
Well, I
it's
took
gonna have.
out about 25 or so. I don't know how many pages right here,
Uh-huh.
and then glued this down over that spot. But then I reinforced it with some of this paper tape
Okay.
because I could tell that it was tearing right over the top of where I took out all those pages. But this is where I'm going to put my gusset for our little book.
Okay. All right.
And then in these, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to take out, I think like we've been doing, take out 4 pages and then leave a page and take out 4 pages and then glue those 3 together. So
Okay.
I'll probably only get maybe 5 more pages or 6 out of this.
Mhm.
But anyway, so
Hi,
there's my
Patricia.
thought
I missed you coming in.
where my gusset's going to be.
Okay. Well, mine's going to
Well,
be
I
back here.
think I got it to stop the
Okay.
pulsing thing.
I'm going to put my gusset back here where I took out all those pages.
Oh, I have to show you what I got.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. She got something. She got something. Let's make
At
her
the
big.
thrift
Let's make her
store
big.
for $3.99.
Oh, for
So I
three
can make
ninety.
for $3.99. Nobody's ever even used it. So
Oh,
I can coffee dye my papers all pretty.
ooh, ooh, ooh,
A
ooh.
60 by 90-inch oblong.
Oh, those are gonna be gorgeous.
There's a lot of, white space in the middle,
Yeah, yeah.
but that's okay. I can use that white space to stick between pages and stuff like that. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
it'll all
So
get used. Anyway, I was very excited to find that
cool.
when
I
when
have
Ben and
not
I were
been.
at the thrift store.
I have not been to the thrift store, but I really, really, really want to go. But I had to go out twice this week, and I'm exhausted from it. I really
Yeah.
am. And
Well,
I
I
got
tell
it.
you, we went to Goodwill yesterday
Mm-hmm.
because we were already going to the chiropractor. And then we went to the Salvation Army store today. And both times, and Hannah went with me both times, and she hasn't been going anywhere except to the chiropractor. And
Mm-hmm.
she's only done that the last 2 weeks because before that they were closed. And we got through,
Excuse
and I
me
was
one
like,
second.
"You want to
Hi,
go anywhere
Barbara.
else?"
I'm
Hi,
sorry.
Barbara. That's
So go
okay.
ahead and
And I
re-say
said,
that.
"You want to go anywhere else?" And she's like, "No, I just want to go home. That's exhausting."
Yeah, it is. It's exhausting.
It's
Um,
a Yeah, it's mentally exhausting to just be out, which is
yeah,
makes me angry.
yeah, it does. It does make me angry. And Jeff has had to go to the doctor twice this week. So, and then I've got to go next week. Speaking of
Hi,
that, guys,
Becky.
um, everyone who's here right now, help me to remember to tell everybody later too. Next week on Lisa's channel, we're switching our time frames around. Tuesday will be at 1 and Thursday will be at noon. Okay? Because I have to have laser surgery on my eyes the next 2 Tuesdays. So,
You sure you're gonna feel like doing it?
if it's anything like mom's was, and mom just had some laser surgery a few months ago, uh, she wasn't even in there 15 minutes. And my doctor told me it'd be only about 15 minutes of work. There's just a little zap they got to do kind of thing. And now my right eye is worse than my left eye. It'll be whether or not when they'll probably dilate my eyes. The last time they did that, I had a terrible time reading chat. So
Yeah.
that may be where my biggest issue was. I was fine working on the table, but I could not see chat for love nor money. So it'll all depend, but I should be fine.
Okay, well, good. Well, we hope so. But if not, we can always do something else.
If not, we'll figure it out. But I think, Barbara, that it should be fine. Like I said, Mom had the same thing done just recently. Hers was much older, but it was just, a very short little procedure, and she was fine. I took her out to lunch afterwards. So
I just realized I didn't make my gusset things to go in, and I wasn't sure how big to make them.
Well,
they don't need to be nearly like the last one.
Yeah, here's the thing. I think we ought to get the fabric in this book first, because that's going to have to dry.
That's true. That's true.
So I think we ought to do that, and then go to that. Get this drying, and then go to the gusset. And I have to tell you, I came back in here and put glue, this Tombow clear glue, all around these doors, and it is I think it'll last much better, because this grass cloth stuff I was afraid was going to just peel right off. So I just edged the whole thing with glue. So, but yeah, I think we better
I can't find my little book.
Oh no. And I wanted to show you, I got 2 of my pages apart. Once you cut this thing out of the book, once when mine were dilated, it was about 4 hours to come back, and once it was about 10 hours. Susan, it took forever. The last I had gone somewhere, and it was 3 hours before the glare went away. The glare was fine. I drove and everything. I just couldn't. Hi, Mandy. I couldn't read chat, and I have trouble with chat anyways, because it's at that spot. It's not quite far away, but it's too close for my glasses. So,
what did I do with those? I had to put them somewhere, because they're not here, and they're not in my box. But the pages and the little book cover is together somewhere.
Well, I was going to tell you that it's very definite how these pages are. They're put together like this.
Yeah.
Each double page spread is a single sheet, and then they're glued together. So once I got the cover off, I went in along this back edge with my X-Acto knife and started kind of lifting things up, and I managed to get 2 of my pages apart without destroying them. It takes and if you see white, you got to stop. It took a while, and I don't want to do it on camera, but because it's one of those things you want to do very peacefully, shall I say?
Okay, I have to show you something real quick, and then I'm going to let Hannah go. This is it's an old vintage graduation card, and this is what my father-in-law gave Hannah, her graduation gift in this card. So she was very excited. She knew we would love it too.
Oh dear.
I wish I knew when it was from, but it looks like the ones I've got from my grandmother that were from the 30s to the 50s. So, but it may be newer than that. Anyway,
that's awesome. That's really
one of the.
Yeah, it's an old one. It's an old one. If it's folded like that, it's an old one.
So anyway,
beautiful.
Yeah, she was very excited. She knew. Oh, there's my books. They had fallen off the floor. No wonder I couldn't find them.
Yeah, where were they?
They were on the floor.
Out. The magical dark out shades they gave you yesterday was a little eye-shaped roll-up shade material. Ooh, that sounds like fun, Barbara. Just fit over your face underneath your glasses. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen those. Mina says she would date it to the 60s.
Okay. Well, that's probably accurate. Anyway, um, it was really fun, and
It
it's funny
was.
because it shows that even though she doesn't seem a whole lot, he still knows her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Put us
what I
both
did,
back on.
what? Oh,
Put us
okay.
both back on.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I forgot. Sorry, guys. Anyways, once you get it apart and can look at the back, you can kind of see where the middle is.
Yeah.
And if you're really slow and careful, you can get these apart. So I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it later when I'm sitting quietly, but I'm going to take my little knife and I'm going to do that, and then be careful with the knife that you don't shove it through your paper. But then I'm going to peel it apart. Okay? I'm going to at least try it. I mean, what can it hurt? We've already taken the cover off. So I'm going to try to get it apart.
Okay,
And
I'll
I
try that
think
too later.
I'm going to try to get this one apart as a whole piece to use like as a double spread kind of thing. Because I think, yeah, it will almost fill up the bottom of a page. So that is my sort
Yeah,
of plan.
I'm gonna play with that later.
Yeah, but I'm
We'll
not
see what happens.
but if you look along the back edge, you'll see where it's kind of put together, and it kind of comes apart without terrible much trouble. So I got one off, and I don't know whether I'll use that as a pocket or make a tag out of it. So, but my thought was we need to get whatever we're going to put in here
Yeah.
glued down so it can be drying. Oh, huh. The tea
What?
fairy is home.
Oh, well, yay.
I didn't expect him home till later on this afternoon. He's been at his dad's taking apart an like an old pedal car for kids, like kind of thing. um, Something my brother-in-law had left over there that Dad's wanted out of the way for a while. So I just really didn't expect him home for a while. So not a big deal. I don't care if he's home, but I just, however, he seems to be having an awful hard time getting back in.
Okay, I think I'm going to use that fabric because
Which one? I didn't see it.
This.
Oh, that's perfect.
So.
I just pulled a piece that wasn't too obnoxious. I'm gonna cut it down.
I'm trying. I think I want to let it come over the sides some.
Oh, up here on this
like that.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it needs to, because I think
yeah.
This actual back piece, it is what the back piece of the book was. I mean, because these pieces were not attached to it.
Exactly.
So it could be okay, but we need to keep these pieces attached to it. That's my thought was.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I got to get this straightened out. How much do I want to cut off? Let's cut it right here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll have to cut it off again. I can hear Lisa with her glue. Not even looking.
Loud gluer.
Loud gluer. Oh no. Anyways, this pedal car they had used for parades and stuff, and it had this whole big thing on the top of it. And he said when he got to looking at it, there was the pedal car was there. underneath it, and then there was some kind of little garden yard trailer, and my brother-in-law did not want it. Did not. We've asked him for several years to come get it out of the way. Jeff said, I'm going to go over, take it apart. I'm going to take the pedal car to Alberto's granddaughters and get the little yard tractor for around here. Not tractor, trailer, one you pull behind the lawnmower.
Right.
I said, fine, go right ahead. Just don't overdo it, because he got his stitches out yesterday.
Yeah.
So,
okay, it's glued down. Now I got to decide on what papers I'm going to put inside.
Oh, I just cut creamy colored this stuff. I made a pretty big signature. I figured one signature's good.
Yeah,
it's a copy paper. Now it's nice copy paper. I should, and I did round its little corners. So I have it. We can't sew it in until we get that dry.
You're all prepared.
Well, that's because I had 30 minutes. You know how that goes. Hi, Janice is here. Teresa is here. T is here.
Mina has to go.
Bye, Mina. I'm sorry, guys. Hi, Mindy. We have so not been paying attention to chat. We are so bad. T, this is a little tiny book I got at the Dollar Tree. It's like a board book that we took the cover off, and Lisa tried to take her cover off the back yesterday, Tuesday, and was unsuccessful. Which, Lisa, I could put put this paper right on the back.
That's true.
So that would cover up the back.
That's true.
Which I might just do. Very fun time, and then, So, yeah, that's.
I'm thinking I might put some of this fabric on the back.
On the back.
Yeah.
Hi,
I don't know for sure.
And Laura. And guys, if I missed somebody, I do apologize. I am sorry. Tori, sorry.
How many pages did you make?
I think like 10 or 12. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Well, that means 20. 10 pieces of paper. That makes 20 pages. No, that actually makes 40 pages. Makes 10 pieces of paper folded. Makes 20 sheets, but it'd be 40 back and yeah, you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm glad because, my brain is just kind of mushy.
Okay. Is this that cream colored paper that you sent me? Is that what you use?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That is
what
I
thought
use.
It looked like it, so I went and got some.
It's nice. It's copy paper. It's just copy paper, but it's nice copy paper from the printer's supply place is the deal.
It is nice. Okay. Do you know what size you made your pages?
Yep. I cut this book is a little over 5.5 by 5.5. It's like 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I took the long way on the paper and made it 5.5, and then you fold it so it ends up being a 5.5 inch square.
Alrighty.
So I cut off. That means I cut off 3 inches on the long side, right? Is that right, guys? I hope so. Okay. All right.
Okay. That was kind of silly, Lisa.
What did you do?
Oh, I just stuck all those papers in there and
And tried to cut them all at one time.
yes.
Uh-huh. Now you knew that.
Okay. Now I got all these to make something else.
Yeah.
Make a cute little booklet like this, wouldn't they?
Yeah. They also might end up on my desk as little notes that, then get transferred to my other notebook, which means they end up in the trash after I've written on them a few times.
So, so you just made that one cut.
Yeah, I just made that one cut and then folded them in half.
Okay. Well, cool beans.
It fits perfect.
Alrighty. Did you use a big corner rounder or a little corner rounder?
Little corner rounder.
Okay.
It matches the little corner on the book better.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself for a minute and go speak at my hubby. I'll be right back. Okay.
That's fine. I'm going to be real exciting here and be rounding corners. Okay, that one did not even come out good. I'm going to try one more time. If it's not good, I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, that one decided to behave. Whew. Well, I wish I had some fun, newsy something to talk about. Right now, all I can think about is having to take my car back in, and can't afford to buy another car, so they've got to find a way to fix this one where I can use it. I've spent too much money getting it worked on in the past, well, since I bought it. It was definitely a purchase I regret. I never had buyer's remorse on a car before, but I definitely do with this one. And I've always bought used cars. I've never bought the only brand new one I bought was my very first car that I ever bought. And it got in an accident. Motorcycle ran over it. 2 weeks after I bought it, I hadn't even made the first payment on it yet. And so I never bothered buying a new car after that. I was like, if that's the kind of thing that happens when you get a new car, I might as well just get a used one. Okay, I'm just going to fold these in half. I know I have. I feel like that car has been in the shop more than it's been at my house. It hasn't been quite that bad, but it feels like it's been that bad. Every time I think this has got to be the last thing I'm going to have to do for it for a while, then something else happens. But this is not a good thing to have happen because they had so much trouble even finding the part last time that I don't know. Pray they can find me one that will work and that will be good and will last. Well, I'm working on it here, getting pages folded. Real exciting. Oh, I hate it when Facebook notifications come up and block my chat. Hi, Suzanne. I'll tell you, it's pretty bad when the little Toyota Camry that we've got is still the as far as how it runs and how reliable it is, it's still the best car we've got, and it's a 99, but it's
Hi, Cheryl. Hi,
I really like
Suzanne.
being in a higher vehicle, though. I don't want to have to go back to driving that Camry, even though it's a you know, a reliable little car. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, Tanya.
Okay. Sorry that answering my sister, of course. You can tell her 500 times what you do in the day, and she doesn't remember. And I apologize for running off, but I wanted to check with him. He had to have a heart test this morning. I wanted to, and it seemed like he got done awfully early. He said, yeah, he got there early, and they got him in and slid him right back out. So I'm like, okay, sounds good. So he's just done way earlier in the day than I expected him to be. So I was just checking on him.
Okay. Oh, it was you, Teresa? It was your fault? Oh, the Facebook. I was going, what could possibly be your fault? The Facebook. That was the Facebook notification.
Oh, somebody
sense.
Is it making noises?
Well, I just got a notification, and every time it comes up, it covers up my chat. And I was complaining, and she said it was her.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I think I need to sew this signature and then trim it because the pages are progressively sticking out.
I promise you it fits.
All right.
Once this dries, let's leave it until it gets dry because
well, you're right.
It fit right in there, just all pretty. Yeah. So
all right.
And that's almost dry, but we can go make our pocket.
I need to do something on the back.
Oh, so do I. And so I think I'm going to be lazy. I think I'm going to just glue this little puppy right to there.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can get that one off, and then I'll do the same thing. And if I can't, I will.
Okay. Well, it takes very much patience, just so you know. And okay. I use my little blade to get it sort of started. And then sometimes I would try to slide my finger in sideways and okay, well, now the bra and the real clothes are yes, but I don't do makeup, so didn't have that issue. I have bought makeup in the past and it always ends up going bad. That's how little I wear makeup. So now when I got this off of there, Lisa, it is thicker in places than others, and I just left it that way.
I probably will too.
There's layers where it didn't come off good, and I just went ahead and left. Do you want me to wait and see if you get yours off, or go ahead and put this on there?
No, just go ahead. If I don't get mine off, I'll do something else. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I just thought I would go ahead and try it since you managed to get it to work.
If, like I said, if you see white, stop. You haven't got enough cardboard.
Okay. Well, I see white.
I promise. See, looky here.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Find another place and don't. Yeah. Get in the middle of that stuff.
Well, if I get in the middle of it, it just tears in little pieces. So I'm obviously doing something wrong here.
All
right, let's try again here.
I didn't mind until I had my child. Having my child. Did you get it?
No, I'm getting it from the other side.
Well, just if you see white, then stop. on either side of your page. If you start getting white, then because white is the back of the actual print.
Yeah, see, and mine is I can't get it to pull away other than right where the white is.
Oh,
Okay, let's see if I go. Maybe I can pull from here.
deconstructing a board book is not the easiest thing in the world, just so y'all know this. However, it was not near as difficult as a pop-up book.
Okay, I found a spot, so maybe this is
Yeah.
gonna.
Uh-huh. See, that's what I'm saying. There is a spot.
Oh, but then it tore away.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just not gonna do that.
Okay.
That's not gonna work for me. I'm not capable.
Well, see, that's why I said I was not going to do it today. I was going to set it aside because this probably took me 30 minutes or 40 minutes to get these two pieces apart. Just so you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll find something else I can stick on the back.
Have you got a piece of your coloring book pages or something like that?
Well, I'm thinking maybe some of this.
Oh, you were also talking about using your fabric, which would be very pretty on the back.
Yeah, and I could use the fabric. I just thought I'd look and see if there was any of this book that would
Work on there.
That. Ooh, she's pretty. I think she's too big. Let's see. Yep, her toe is disappears. Well, that's a shame because she's really pretty. She'd make a good back cover. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's not quite dry, but it will be dry soon. So I can put it aside.
Oh, that might be fun. There's a map.
Oh, that would be very fun. That would be fun because, this is about playing with your fairy friends.
Yeah.
So, okay, I did put the lid back on my glue. Guys, if we missed saying hello to anybody, I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for popping in.
Me too. And I know I haven't said hello to anybody hardly, but I'm glad you're here.
Mm-hmm.
We're glad you're all.
Okay, so I need a piece of cardstock, don't I?
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I have something to show. I had to take my mom her groceries yesterday, so she had 2 pages left, and look what she did. She got it.
Oh, beautiful.
I wanted black butterflies, just these. Now, these show up better than this one because of the music notes, but they're still beautiful, even on the music paper. Very subtle. Now this one, it messed up on her, but you can see how cute it is. It's just the wrong colors. That when I tell mom something about contrast, she doesn't see that. So, it's just one of those things. But aren't those pretty?
They are.
Yeah, that's true, T. Board books are very different. Aren't they stunning? They're just beautiful. And so that was another thing I did this morning was I glued a bunch of book paper to cardstock so that I have a batch ready to take to her when I go over there next time. Because, I gotta get her something to keep her busy.
All right.
Okay, I need there is right there what I need. Okay. I would say 2 folds would be plenty to put this book in. So 2 inches every half inch. Yeah. 5.5 inches tall. That ought to be plenty. So, okay. Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
You thought they were twins? Oh, Susan's got to go. Bye, Susan, dear.
Bye, Susan.
She's been busy working out in the yard with the kids, I think is what she said. Oh, she's talking about a picture that I haven't seen yet. Is what they're talking about as far as the twins go. You know, you have to know what people are talking about.
That's right.
Before you understand the comments. Okay. Now then, I could be a really good girl and get out the scoreboard, but I think I'm going to be lazy and just fold this in half and then fold it back. Well, maybe. Nope. Scoreboard it is. That's why I have it, to make my life easier, right? Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Supposed to use it because you have it. Okay. Did you find something?
Well, I think I cut it just a little bit too small,
Uh-oh.
and this part is crooked, and so it may not work, but I think it would be cute if it will. I may just see if I can ink around it and make it work anyway. But
yes, T, what we're going to do is we took the outside cover of the board book. We have reinforced that cover, that spine, with some fabric, and that's what we're waiting to dry. We're going to put a signature in it, and then we're going to tuck it into a pocket in our books. And the pocket, because of the size of that book, the pocket's going to have a gusset. So we're going to make a gusset, and that's what I'm doing right now, is making a gusset. The big pocket on the very back, we put a gusset in, and we put that's not how you're supposed to do that, Tanya. We put a very deep gusset in. This one is just going to have one set of folds. It's just going to be like a half-page pocket. Okay.
okay, I think that looks good.
Oh yeah, that looks very good. And that's very
And then I
cute.
will ink around it, and maybe the little bit of board on the back you won't see.
Oh, we won't see it. Okay, now that means I need to fold this in half, fold this one back, fold this one back. Uh-oh, that's why I didn't do it right. There we go. Okay. And I need to cut this piece in half because I need 2 pieces. I'm making my pocket, my gusset 5.5 inches deep because, Lisa, that's, the piece of cardstock was just that perfect for that. So,
Alrighty, that sounds like a plan to me.
I mean, I was lazy. I cut a 2-inch strip. T, all of the books that we do, I think, are labors of love. If you don't love doing this, it's not any fun.
That's right. It's not worth doing if you don't enjoy it.
Yeah. It really isn't.
It's too much work for
yeah.
that.
So
I'm gonna have to put some fabric, I think, or something. Well, I've got that little guy. Maybe some really thin lace on the back.
Okay. That'll work.
Yep, I hope so. But right now I'm going to ink it and see how it looks.
Okay. All right. Now, this gusset is not the most perfect gusset in the world, but that's okay. I'm good with it. Okay.
I think I'm going to just go ahead and ink all the way around the book since I did that.
Well, I probably should too. But you know, I haven't done it yet, so.
Okay. Now then. Gusset. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I thought I had some cream colored cardstock. Where
you should. Unless you used it all.
Yep. That's what I'm worried about. Maybe I did. But I don't see it. Maybe it's in my bin.
Oh, you put it away.
Oh no, I didn't put it away. But I may have put it in this bin. Because I knew I was going to use it, you know.
Cheryl says, I cleaned some of my stuff up, mopped the kitchen floor, opened my Amazon box, put big box, not little box, but big box, put that away. Oh. Well, we got up at 6 this morning.
Yeah, there's one.
It took 4 because Jeffrey had that test this morning. I was just amazed that it got done so fast, and I wanted to be sure everything went okay. He has to have a test every so often. We lost his sister to a very, very weird heart thing that is actually genetic. And so he goes every few years and has tests run to make sure that he's not developing the same problem. So then it was time for it. Okay, so now I have some pages back here that I'm going to do this to. All right.
What width did you make your score lines?
Half inch. I cut a 2-inch piece and then did this, Lisa.
All right. Well, that's what I'm doing.
So it's really just one stretchy, but at the same time, that should be plenty.
It should be plenty. I agree.
So, and like I said, I just cut that 1 2-inch piece in half and am going to put it in there. Let's see. I think I'm going to put this right here, and I need a 5.5-inch sub.
Okay. I'm catching up. I'm catching up.
Yeah, T, that going out is just exhausting. I had to go out twice this week, and I am so tired. I am just tired, tired. Yeah, you're catching up, and I shouldn't be yakking. I should be working. See. Okay, I got to have a 5.5 inch deep piece. Where is my ruler? Well, there's all kinds of rulers, but there's the one I want.
Okay. Yeah. Ink it up, ink it up.
Okay, that's where I want it. And we're going to see if I can do this just the way I'm going to do it. And that is to grab my page. We only want one page. Yep, that worked just fine. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Now I have a little half page. And I have, I have a little 3/4 page that I'll put over here. I'm going to make 2 pockets, Lisa. I'm going to put the tall one where my book goes in. And then I'm going to make this one over here.
Okay, okay.
That's my plan anyways. Now, here's the thing. I made 2 gussets. Is that going to work in there?
Well, see, that's what I'm wondering. I was planning to make mine a big pocket like our other one was. You know, a full length of the book pocket.
Oh. Well,
but that doesn't mean we have to. That's just the way I saw it in my head because it would be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, well, Tanya thinks she boogered it up then. So because, you know, I did. So you were thinking of putting them this way, and that therefore your 5.5 inch ones may be too short.
Well, I thought we wouldn't put them all the way to the end, and so that's why I assumed that that's what you were doing when you made it this size, because
She thought I was smart, didn't she? Ha 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 ha.
You are smart, but it doesn't mean that what you are planning is not going to work fine. It's just not what I was thinking you were planning.
Okay, well, I'm not sure it's going to work. I'm afraid that might be really tight.
See, I thought that's what we left this space, and then we were just going to, do this kind of like we did
on the other one.
Now we could do it smaller. It wouldn't have to be the whole.
Well, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking I might just, turn this into pockets right there for later. I mean, I can just easily turn those into pockets and pick a different spot. I mean, I've got plenty of spot here to do that. And I think I like the idea better of doing a whole one. Simply because this book is not going to fit. It's going to be awfully tight putting it. Let me show you. See here? It's very tight that way. So I think it's going to need this kind of a pocket like you were thinking. But I'm thinking maybe we could take this one edge off and only make it, just to make it different is what I'm thinking.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Just take it off where.
Right, basically right along the print line, and that's right about here. See here, my 5.5 inch piece will work perfect.
Yeah.
So okay.
Mine will too, but I can't. I'll have to cut my 5.5 piece off a little bit because I've got this in here where I tore those pages out. They're kind of in the. Well, it might work if I tuck it in back there.
Well, and if it doesn't, then just trim it off down there.
Yeah, not a biggie.
Not a biggie. Okay, well that's what I'm gonna do then. So this is a good spot for that. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna take this like this,
Okay, ink, 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 Lisa.
and I'm gonna tear this off. I think I'm gonna put a thumb spot in this one too.
I think that's a good idea.
So I need my centering ruler because I want to find the middle. I agree with you, Barbara. I don't know why. I used to do that stuff all the time. I used to go all day long and was fine. So, of course, I didn't used to do all of mom's shop. I mean, I've been doing a lot of mom's shopping for a long time, but I didn't used to do it all.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it all. She did actually take herself to the foot doctor this week, so I didn't have to go do that. I asked her if she needed me to come take her. She said no, she had it. She would be fine. She had talked about canceling her appointment, and I said, Mom, you're going to have to start going back to everything eventually. I said, the doctors are all doing everything they can. Do you want me to come take you? And she said no. So I said, okay. So she took herself. She said it was fine. She said they were very, very conscientious of how things. I said, yeah, they're all doing that. So anyways, she did. So.
Okay. I didn't realize this is where I took out an extra piece of paper that I had forgot to glue down. So I got these little bits.
Oh.
But I'll get them out in a minute.
Okay. You could just tuck a little piece of fabric over them. Okay. Well, that's good, Melissa. To have something you love working with is always a good thing. Hi, Tanya. Oh, gosh, it must be early in the morning for you. Oh, ideas for fairy book. Oh, good, Cheryl. Ideas for fairy book. Cheryl got, I think it was Cheryl got the most beautiful pad of paper.
Okay.
If I wasn't almost already done, I might have looked for it, but I decided I didn't really need it. Didn't really need it. Hey, Lisa, remember to ink the inside of your gusset on the top.
Oh, thank you.
Because otherwise it will show.
Okay, I got to try to find the middle now. And I don't have a fancy centering ruler. I have to do it old school.
Oh, no, she's got to use math. Oh, my
I know. But it's easy because it's 10 inches, so 5 is exactly center. So that
there you go. As long as it's the easy kind.
Yeah, as long as it's the easy math, we're good.
Yeah, as long as we don't have hard math, that's all that matters. As long as it's not hard. Okay, so we're going to, yeah. And you know what, Lisa? I'm going to take a little off the bottom of my gusset. I am. I don't like how tight it is down there. I would rather re-ink the bottom and have a little 1/8 of an inch off of there.
Yeah, I agree.
Then I gotta find my tape. It will just make it lay in there better. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna fit just a lot better. Okay.
Okay, before we glue this down, do we want to put some kind of picture or something there?
Whoa.
Paper or something to be behind it?
Well, is it going to show very much? Not much is going to show. What?
Not a lot. So
yeah, not much is going to show. What if we have some little do we have any maybe some little wallpaper flowers? Yeah, it's before 7 a.m. on Friday. That's what I thought.
Yeah, wallpaper flowers would be good.
I'm just thinking that might be a little decoration that would go with whatever we decide to put here. Because I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. Although, will this fit? Not quite. That's a different page. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Something little.
Somewhere I have some small, there they are, some small wallpaper flowers.
Well, see, and that's what I was looking for, and I think that's
Ooh,
what.
that would look good.
Oh, that's cute. That's a whole little string of them.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Now finding something to go with it. I have to. Those leaves need to come off because they're sticking out too much.
Yeah.
Or I could turn it this way. Make my
There you
flowers
go.
go down.
Uh-huh. There you go. Well, I'm going to turn my flowers, this little viney thing piece upside down, and I'm going to take parts of it off and
Okay.
go like this with this one, like so.
Thought I had inked all this stuff, but I hadn't, so now I got to do it.
Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Okay, so then I have that little one, and then I can put this little one, like right, I don't like that. Like right there. There we go.
Oh, I like that. That looks nice.
Just one little piece that I took apart. Oh, ink. Someday I'm going to just sit in front of the television. Yeah, right. There's nothing on television and ink stuff. But I seem to have an awful lot of other stuff to do when I'm watching videos and stuff.
Yeah, I understand. I did do that one night and I inked a lot of stuff, but I didn't do this. Evidently, this wasn't part of it.
Barbara might be able to do a coloring page. She's decided that she needs to do something, but she doesn't have enough energy to do anything that involves a lot of energy.
Well, I understand how that is. Okay, let's put some glue on this.
There we go. Okay. Oh, and I told you last time that my glue bottle was about empty and I should refill it, and I forgot all about that. Which does not make me happy. It's better than the day I ran out of Mod Podge. Ooh, that was a good thing I decided to do something different with my napkins, because I went to do something later and I was like, dang, I am actually out of Mod Podge. Cannot believe that one. Yes, Cheryl, we added coloring pages. I'll show you, and as soon as I glue this down, I'll show you I've used them
I'll
in
show you
several
real quick.
places. Okay, Lisa's got hers.
Well, I'll show you what I did. Tanya did things a little bit different. We made some tags out of coloring pages, but we also put in. Oh, I think mine must be the instruction. Yeah, we go. We put in some pages that we partially colored them and left them partly black and white, and we folded them so they would fit, and then decorated the outside.
Mm. And I did the same thing with those. And then, like she said, we cut up several of them and turned them into tags. But I have another one in here, and I had to make where is it? I'm getting it. Okay, here it is. I wanted to do the second one. Here's the second page, and we decided these two little sweethearts wouldn't fit one on one page, so I had to do a tip in, which is fine because then I used parts of the other page, and then I added this tip in where it matches that one. So,
yeah, and that's gorgeous. This is my other coloring page that I did.
Yeah. And I just realized I forgot to turn the air conditioner down, so I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. While
I have
you
a
get
question
ahead.
before you go.
Uh-huh.
Are we going to decorate this before we put our gusset in, or go ahead and put our gusset in?
I'm just gonna put my gusset in, I think.
Alrighty.
That way it's done if I can't figure out what I want to do.
There you go.
Although I think what I want to do is use one of my fairies from the Flower Fairy book, and
Yeah.
maybe a few a little bit more of this kind of stuff.
Right. That sounds good to me. We've got a lot of that stuff to use.
And I've already got some cut out or close to cut out. I have some square, rectangular type ones.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I do too.
oh yeah, way too warm, way too warm, way too warm. That's good. I was about to swoon.
Well, we can't have you swoon.
No, we can't have that. Oh dear.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. Let's move these. Now I cut that off. I know I cut it off. There we go. Yep. All right. gotta turn this around.
Okay. That's going to be plenty big. Plenty big.
Yeah, the way I was thinking about doing it, though, was definitely not going to work. My brain didn't have that, best powers this morning.
Okay, now then, I'm going to try to make this work with this. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up.
And where did you go? Oh, well, we'll just figure you out later. Oh, there you are. Okay. Come on now, just fold down the way you're supposed to. There you go. Behave. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Way better than what I was thinking. Okay, so we're working on these 2 pages, and yeah, probably better ink that page before I forget.
Yeah, just easier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Barbara, I do not like to color with colored pencils at all. Not in the slightest. Of course, I told you all I don't like to color, so I have found I like to paint with the Prismacolors on a coloring page. That's kind of fun. Actually, it's kind of mindless. It's really how I feel about it. It's one of those things that you can do and relax and do it. So it's relaxing. It's not mindless. It's relaxing. Okay. Hello, Holly. I can't quite tell what that is, Lisa.
It's a lily, I think, of some kind.
Okay, it's a big flower is what it is.
It's a big flower. I thought I would see if I could find a fairy to just peek out from behind it.
Oh, that would be
Or maybe sit in the middle of it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably be more easy to recognize if I did it this way.
Yeah, I can see the flower that way. The other way, I wasn't seeing the flower. So, it's just one of those.
But I'm not sure
that it's going to fit that way.
We'll have to see. But I really like it. I really like it. So we'll see if I can find a way to use it.
Well, there you go. Okay, I had envelopes. Where did my little envelopes go? Oh, got them out already. Duh. Okay. Okay, so I have this fairy that actually has his words. So I might put him on here. I'm going to have this cute little fairy that but I don't know that they go with all those pink flowers over there. I have this one that's pink. Maybe this would be a better one to go with the pink. Yeah, okay. I can do that.
Well, I like those too, but it needs something else. But I really like those together and with this.
Yeah, and that's why I thought I'd fill in with some more um, of the, what do you call it, flowers.
Wallpaper flowers.
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to find some of those that I like as well as I like these is not going to be good, easy.
Cut off bud. Place it in another spot on the flower. Lisa, I think she's talking about your big flower.
This one?
Yeah.
Well, it still wouldn't fit.
It's,
It still would have to be part of 2 pages. So
okay, well, but if you trimmed, what happened? Put it. Show me again because I can't see it. What if you trimmed the green leaves off and tucked them further down and the bud? You know what I'm saying?
it's still not going to fit.
Oh, it's still not going to fit. Okay.
It's just not going to fit unless it's on 2 pages.
Okay.
Um,
it is definitely way too big. Okay.
Yeah, it's way too big.
All right. Okay. Okay, I have this pretty little pinky piece.
I have this lily. That's pretty.
Oh, I'll have some more of that. We want to use some more of that.
But I don't know that I like that with it.
Yeah, it's although
it's like these will go with this okay, and this goes with this okay, but these don't go with this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
I know the feeling.
See if we can.
Yeah, I don't like that one. It's too purple. I need to cut out some more wallpaper flowers.
Yeah, I think I've done pretty much what I had. So what I've got here is pretty much what I've got available.
Well, I gotta find my little book because I had some more that should work. Although I'm not sure I like this pink flower. It's too pink. Okay, where's my little black book? Oh, probably buried into Never Never Land. I have created, okay, I had this table all cleaned up, guys. Totally clean and neat and organized. And now there's a big avalanching pile over here. And my little black book was on the bottom of it.
Okay, I like those flowers. I don't like those guys with the flowers, though. So we gotta come up with a new fairy plan.
Okay.
Oh, no, come back. Oh, good grief.
I have used 3/4 of this, but I had a whole page
Yeah.
of that, and it just has worked out real well. It was a good color. There was a lot of things. I don't like this pink fairy with it, but not pink fairy. Well, whatever she is, I don't. She's kind of pink. There, this one might work. Yeah. There again, it went with certain things, but it didn't go with everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find everything I've got that's that same wallpaper. And
Hi, Dawn. Thank you. They are wallpaper. It's flowers out of wallpaper sample books. Can you use any of the flowers from the coloring book? You can. I just haven't got. I don't have any more color to speak of. I colored that one. I really need to do some more coloring, and I just have not accomplished that. So
I just like these better than the coloring book flowers. So that's
well,
why
there
I'm
you go.
using them, not because they are better, just because I like them better.
And this guy will have to be trimmed out a little more, but I couldn't trim him all the way for fear of having it kind of fall apart. So
That should be plenty of that kind of flower that I can make something work. But now I have to find some different fairies that'll go good with that color flower. Maybe those. Let's see what else I've got. Okay.
but
I'm just losing. Can't find anything today.
all right. I guess needs a little bit more over here. Drop him back down again. Oh, we don't have any flowery wallpaper. Aha. Okay. Flowers from the coloring book will work just fine, dear.
Oh, I like her. I can do one page just with her and the other page with wallpaper flowers and the little fairy.
Oh, yeah. She does good. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, he could sit on these flowers, right? He could just sit right there on those flowers. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I don't like that up there. Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm lacking inspiration today.
Uh-oh.
Gonna blame it all on my car. I
Hi,
refuse
Sandra.
to take responsibility.
Hi, Dawn. I would imagine that that is a good a good reason to have less inspiration. I can totally and completely understand that. I think I'm happy. I think I kind of like this. Trying to decide if I have enough flowers. We will cut a few places out that need to be trimmed and see where we go from there. I tried to fussy cut ahead of time, but some things you just cannot fussy cut ahead of time.
Yeah.
Well, they get all bent up. just irritates me.
She's right in the little pocket thing. It's like, no, that just is not going to work. Guess we'll put her on the other page.
Yeah, that works. That works a lot better.
Yeah,
I agree.
that's much better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All this concentration. Hello, Andrea. There's flowers everywhere. Napkins are a great source of flowers. Yes, as a matter of fact, I got out a napkin today. I was going to put in to make a pocket up front.
Oh, I saw somebody do something with napkins I want to try when we do our napkin journal.
Yeah.
I can't remember right off the bat who it was that did it.
I hope you bookmarked it so we know.
Well, I liked it, so I should be able to find it again in my liked videos. But
okay.
I don't think about bookmarking things. So anyway,
well, that's a way to bookmark it. You know how to find it.
Anyway, she did it with Mod Podge and a plastic Ziploc bag.
Okay.
And kind of made like a vellum type thing, but it's not really like vellum. It's more like turning it into a clear plastic, a clear piece of plastic that has that, that whatever was on the napkin on it. Anyway.
Yeah. Have you watched my faux vellum faux vellum video?
I did, and I'm trying to. The whole time I was watching her, I was trying to figure out what the difference was between what she was doing and what you did.
She used a plastic bag, and I used freezer paper.
Yeah, but
it makes it like clear plastic. Yep.
Yeah, it's and it may just be that she was just working with small pieces.
Oh,
so, and you were doing a whole piece of tissue or whatever you were doing.
I did a whole sheet.
And that may be what it was. She just would, use a piece about this big, and then she'd put it on a pocket, sew it onto a pocket or whatever. Anyway, it was really cute, and I thought, okay, we definitely need to use that technique.
Well, I will tell you that freezer paper is way easier to use than a plastic bag. If you have freezer paper, but you do have to buy freezer paper. And the thing about freezer paper is that I use it for everything because that's what I lay down on the floor and lay stuff on, and basically nothing sticks to it except alcohol ink. Alcohol ink will bleed through it if it's got enough puddle of alcohol.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I hadn't tried it yet. And when I saw her do it, I thought about your video, and I was trying to just remember, because I hadn't gone back and looked at it.
But probably if she was doing small pieces, and the other thing about a plastic bag is making sure you don't have any ripples in it.
Yeah.
And the freezer paper, lays down there flat. The worst thing about it is it curls up. Go ahead.
it was amazing to me how it, of course, she was using napkins with a white background, and the white
Yep.
background completely disappeared.
It goes away, completely goes
And
away.
that was really cool. And then she also used just the white parts of napkins, and she put some ink on her plastic bag,
Mm-hmm.
and then she put Mod Podge over the ink, and then she laid down that just white part of the napkin.
Yep.
And so you got this ink thing that you couldn't see the white napkin. You could just see the ink that she did. Anyway, it was really cute.
Okay, I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Oh, let me make myself big. I couldn't find my white pieces of napkin, and white pieces of napkin go completely clear. But this is tissue paper, and it didn't go completely clear, so I'm not happy with it. But can you imagine what this would be like with white pieces of napkin?
That would be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got to peel some napkins so that I have the all white pieces. I thought I had a whole pile of them saved, and I couldn't find them. So
Did you use dried leaves
nope,
or
they're green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And
see, I want to do some of that.
I have Mod Podge, and we probably want to do it for the napkin journal because we want to use those white pieces.
Yeah.
I have Mod Podged leaves 2 pages and stuff before, and the ones I did last fall, as long as it's totally. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andrea. Andrea, did I say hello? I hope so. Oh gosh, I'm being very bad today. Sandra's here too. Hello. What I was gonna say. What was I gonna say? Forgot.
The leaves, as
long as they're completely covered with Mod Podge, they will stay whatever color they were when you covered them up. Like, in the fall, cool. When you get red leaves,
yeah,
they stay red as long as they're seriously covered with Mod Podge.
Okay, now, we definitely need to do that in our napkin journal. And okay. I found some when I went to Tuesday morning, and I was looking for the kind of salt that I buy. I was out of the kind of salt that I usually buy it at Tuesday morning. So when they were open, I decided to go ahead and go in there. And then Hannah wanted to look for some quilting fabric. She's decided she's a quilt doctor is what she is. So she's fixing another quilt.
Oh,
old quilt. She's putting, new fabric over the places where the old fabric was so bad. And anyway, she wanted to look and see what they had. So we were in there, and I decided to go look and see if they had any napkins on clearance that were, white in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And because I had just watched that video and I found some. I'll show them to you in just a minute. But
okay.
If you don't have any like these, I'll send you some in case if you want to use them in our napkin journal.
I probably have. I have so many napkins you would not believe. But
yeah, I have too many too. But I didn't have any like these.
Uh-huh. Well, see, that's what happened. The other day when I was in in the Dollar Tree and got those napkins that I was kind of disappointed in, was because I didn't have any just like those. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I gotta have those.
I gotta have those. Oh, I'm gonna show you the other thing I found while I was in there.
Ooh.
Okay. I don't know how many sponges are in this thing, but it was $4.99, and Hannah already took some of them out.
That's a good deal.
Use. And it doesn't say how many were in there. There's only one of these, but there's a lot of other sponges.
Well, but you consider that I paid $1 for this one.
Yeah.
There's $1 of your thing.
Of your $5 right there.
Of your $5 right there.
Anyway, quite a bit of them are pretty, big, sturdy ones.
That might last a little
like
longer.
This.
Yeah.
And here's a cute little heart one. And Hannah took one that was, it was, I don't know how to explain the shape, but there's, there's quite a few there. There are a lot of these too, but those are usable too. They're just
Oh yeah.
not as usable for what we do most of the time as the others. Some in black.
Yes, Cheryl, the plan is to do the napkin journal in July. Isn't that the plan, Lisa?
That's the way I understood the plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we kind of are planning on.
And
Ooh,
these are
those
all in the clearance aisle.
Ooh, those are pretty. You're right, I don't have any like that.
Okay, I'll send you some.
No, don't say. Oh, don't. I might be able to find them, although they weren't. I went to Tuesday morning last week, and I did. That is beautiful. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't it
Would you
gorgeous?
open one? Would you open
Yeah.
one of those up? Dawn says, "Cool, cool, cool." She's glad that we're doing the napkin journal next.
I am too. I've been wanting to do one for several years.
Yeah. I'll let you send me a couple of those.
Okay.
You can send me a couple of both of them. I won't. It won't kill me, but I only need a couple. Okay.
Okay.
That is
I'll just send you
absolutely.
a couple.
That is absolutely beautiful, and I'm actually not going to use it in my napkin journal.
Well, you can use it however you want. I'll send you 3, and you can use one in your napkin journal if you want to.
Okay. I want to do an Oriental journal. I have. I've been collecting some stuff for that. I have several things I'm collecting. I'm collecting Dr.
This one up. Look at it.
Pretty. Was that on the clearance aisle?
Yep. It was 40% off.
Ooh.
I know. All these were 40% off.
Ooh. And see, when I was in there last week, they didn't have diddly squat in the clearance aisle. Maybe that's pretty too. Maybe I'll go back. Yeah, right. I really need to go back. Oh. I'll just send
you a couple of each one of these.
Oh, that one's pretty.
It is pretty. It's not white on the back, but
no, I may have that one.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, it looks familiar.
Well, I'm thinking I had seen it before too, just not on the clearance aisle, so I never bought it.
Yeah,
I have to get to the clearance aisle before I buy them. If they don't come from Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I may not have it, but I think I do.
Well, I'll throw one in there just in case.
Okay. Well, it may have been one, that I thought, oh, I don't need that.
And then that's the last one that I got.
Well, that's pretty. I haven't even opened a package on one of those ones I got from Dollar Tree. Now, did I get this one the other day from? I might have gotten one package at what do you call
that one looks like?
Oh, that's pretty. It's odd that it overlaps itself in the middle. That it looks like.
Yeah, it is.
Because usually they would have put a circle one right on the corner where it was in the center.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, but it's cute.
That's weird. It is weird, but that's all right. It can be weird.
Anyway, there them are.
Oh,
and I won't take the backs off of them, so you can have the backs.
Okay. Well, I need the backs
mostly because I'm lazy, not because I'm being generous.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I know I have a whole pile of backs because I saved them. And I can't, I haven't spilt any Coke where I would have cleaned up something with them accidentally.
Right.
But we have not been doing it.
Not been doing what?
Reading the chat very well. Andrea's Tuesday morning's gonna close.
Well, ours hasn't said they're closing, but so I don't know.
You can look up online. There's a list on their website of the ones that are closing first.
Well, I got an email from them, and they were showing all these great art supplies, and I thought, oh, cool. While I'm in there, I'm going to look at that. Well, of course, mine didn't have those great art
Oh yeah.
supplies
Oh yeah. Mine never does. Mm-mm.
because they don't care about crafts at mine very much.
Mine
But
has a nice craft aisle, but they never have the stuff they show in the ads. Sorry, guys. Loose tissue paper. Well, see, my tissue paper is with my napkins, and I thought they were all right there together, and apparently I've done something with my pile of backs.
oh, I like her. I'm glad I got her in there.
Oh yeah, Tuesday morning has declared bankruptcy, so or is declaring bankruptcy, and you have 3 and 1 is closing. Likely is not, Cheryl. 1 more will close before it's all over.
Yeah. Well, we only have 1 here, so.
Yeah, we have 1 here. Now, there's another one over in Foley. There's 1 down in Panama City. I don't believe there's 1 in Destin, but there might be.
Well, I think the closest one to us is Lubbock, and it's, hour and a half away, so.
Yeah. Well,
I don't think they'll close ours because of that, but I could be wrong. I mean, they surprise me all the time.
Foley's about an hour, so that's. Now they have a very nice one over there. It's not as big as ours, but it's nice. The other ones around us have a different feel to them. Their shelving and stuff is all real different. It's much more industrial. Ours has got, like Hobby Lobby shelves and that kind of thing, where the 2 that I've been to in the hour drive away have like industrial shelving and that kind of thing for them. So my guess is they would close those long before they'll close ours.
Yeah, ours definitely have the industrial shelving, but they always have. When I asked them why they were getting less and less and less craft supplies, she said that they decided that this store, the things that sold the best were like bedding and that kind of stuff, and rugs and house decor stuff, and that's what they were concentrating on. And it really is. I think 3/4 of the store is that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, if you would have all the craft supplies that you say you have, you would probably sell more of them.
Yeah.
Anyway, I shouldn't worry about it because it's not like I go in there all that often anyway, but
I don't like to shop when I have to fight to find things. When I have to, I guess I don't like to dig.
Yeah.
Now that's funny because at the thrift store, I don't mind,
That's different. Thrift stores are like treasure hunts, and you're getting the bargain. It's,
Yeah.
Tuesday morning, sometimes it's a bargain and sometimes it's not. So
that's right. So this page is taking forever. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I'm just about finished though.
Okay.
Just about finished, I think.
Well, shall we put our little book together after this?
Yeah.
It should be dry enough to put together.
I think it will be. I'll come down this way a little bit. There. Oh, there's another leaf.
I have ink all over my thumb and finger. Do you get inky when you ink?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that what's supposed to happen?
Okay. Well, it's like, okay, I am just covered with ink here. Sandra, my Goodwill doesn't have much in the way of crafts either. I find very little there. We have some other stores around us that are way better, smaller. Um, we have, well, actually, one is pretty good size. Loaves and Fishes, one of their stores is pretty good. We have some stores. There's two of them, I think, that's called Teen Challenge. They're for more private charities. And actually, right before the lockdown happened, one of the stores that was down by my mama's moved up here, just, a quarter of a mile away from us. I haven't even been in there yet because it happened right as the lockdown was happening. And the thrift stores did close. They opened, however, 15th of May, I think they opened.
Yeah, ours just opened, a couple of them last week and the others this week. And a couple of them, have signs on the door that you can't come in unless you have a mask and gloves.
That's what you said now. That I would be surprised here because I will tell you what, almost nobody is wearing masks unless they go to the doctor.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing less and less people wearing them here too. I was looking at our statistics, and our case rate is going up all the time, but our death rate is not going up. It's staying stable. Our hospitalization rates are going down. So our hospitals are beginning to start opening up to do other things, go back to doing other things, which is good. They need to do that. But I was surprised at how, although our case rates are just going up and up, it's not really affecting all the other levels, which means most of those cases, they probably wouldn't have even known they were infected if they didn't work somewhere that had everybody be tested.
Right. Well, Jeff's, good friend that he grew up with, that he got the pedal car for, that we played dominoes with,
right?
Their kids they have seriously quarantined. Both of them have serious health issues, and so they have, I mean, we've quarantined and we've been very careful and trying to make sure my mama is safe and that kind of thing. And
right.
And honestly, until this week, well, last week was when I hadn't been any place except the grocery store. So, but Shane came in, they found out last week his sister has stage 3 cancer.
Oh, and goodness.
So they were coming in to get the granddaughters, and plans changed seriously. But Shane went and got tested, and just because he wanted to see his sister, and he didn't want to go over there if by any chance he had anything. So, right. But the problem is that his mom and the grandchildren are not even seeing Shane's mom because she's not been being careful at all. I mean,
yeah,
so he told her she couldn't see the kids. And anyways, Shane went and got tested, and then he's our friend's little house has like an office. So Shane is kind of self-isolating in the office because he's he's going to see his sister, and he doesn't want to infect his girls. So,
right.
But like he said, he couldn't not see her because they have no idea.
Yeah, how much longer she has.
So
yeah, that's a risk worth taking.
Yeah,
in my book.
That was how we felt about it. Now what he's going to do is he's been seeing her every day, and he's been working from home. So he was going to stay here, but I guess he's gonna let Jenny and the girls stay here, and he's going to fly home and work from home for 2 weeks, so that then when the girls go home. But our case rate is going up and our death rate is going up. But they opened the beaches and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
my child says what you really got to watch is the capacity of the hospital.
Yeah, I agree. When the hospital cases start going up, that's when you really need to get worried. So I was excited to hear that ours were going down, actually.
Right. That's a good thing.
Even though our cases are going up. So
yeah.
Okay. What am I going to use to tie this little signature into this little journal?
Okay, I got to get this guy down. And I think last time I put one of them down, the best thing to use is the glue stick plus a little glue. So that is what I think I'm going to use. Because he's thin and... Oh, I got a glue stick yesterday.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! You'll have to let us know what happens with the ones that you ordered.
Yeah, well, they're still saying they will be here sometime between the 12th and the 17th. So,
okay. Sunday,
when they get here, I'm going to go ahead and start using them so I can compare before I completely run out of my other ones.
Yeah.
But they're going to get used whether they're good or not, but hopefully they'll be good.
Well,
I don't expect them to be better. If they're just even close to equal, I'll be very, very happy.
Yeah. Michael's had a silly only coupon they had was 20% off, so I only got one.
Okay. Are you going to sew yours in with the waxed linen, or? I was thinking yarn might be fun. Something.
Yeah.
Or maybe bright colored DMC floss.
Oh, that might be fun. Yeah. That's a thick signature for yarn.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So the DMC
I was just thinking it would be cute to have yarn, but I think the DMC floss would work good.
Yeah, I think so too. I just love the transfers and how you can see the stuff through them.
Yes, I love that too.
I really do like the transfers. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. I got to clean my fingers because they're so sticky. But that's, oops. Show everybody your page, Lisa.
Oh, okay. Here's my page.
Oh, I love their little girl on there. She's cute.
She is. And she just fit right in with those flowers.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. And this one's mine. And you know what? This is the second time these pages have come out looking kind of like that. I didn't realize that until just now when I flipped to that. Where's the other page that looks like that?
Yeah, the one that has the black.
Maleficent. Is it the one that has Maleficent on it?
No, I think it's got those black chipboard fairies.
Yeah. And it's got the butterflies behind it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. That is the one that does it. It's doggone it.
It's hiding. It doesn't want
to. It's like, okay, where are you? Okay, it's not there. It's not that one. thought it was right here. Boy. Well, I don't know where it's at, so
I think
I'll look.
right a couple back from where you're at right now. If I may have missed it, but I thought I saw. Oh no, maybe that's what I saw. That was close to the back, so probably it's. Okay, you gotta find it.
Oh
There
my
it is.
God. All right. It's like
2 pages away.
it's one spread away. Oh
You got to
dear.
do something completely different in between.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because what it is I use the same flowers. I didn't even think about it, and they're exactly
Yeah.
the same. Either that, or I could put this together and make it a big pocket,
Oh, there you go. You could do that.
and then that would be like a 4-page spread, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta lay this aside so it can dry because it's wet.
Oh, thank you, Cindy. We're really liking our books. We're really happy with them.
Yeah, they're. Hi, Cindy. I didn't see you come in.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandra. Okay. Pretty thread. Yeah, my thumbnail is so inky. Ugh, and my fingers are so sticky. Just get so sticky. Did I tell you that the doctor yesterday told Jeffrey that the hole she cut in his shoulder is healing up really good? She was
No,
very
but
pleased.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
She was very pleased with it because, and I was a little worried because it had gotten kind of red. She says that's normal. That red was normal. I'm like, okay, if you say so, I will believe you because you are the doctor. She doesn't know me very well at all, because I've never taken a doctor's word for anything for love nor money. Oh, now that's pretty. It's awful thick, though. I think it's awful thick. What is
And I'm
this?
sitting here thinking, oh, I'm going to use all 3 of these.
Well, you know what? If we could just tie it around it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
we could.
and if we did that, we could use like a bundle of thread.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
That works for me.
And that way you can,
I can use all my colors.
Yeah, you can use all the colors, and I think that would be fun. So, is that called the lazy way? Is that what we call that?
Sure. I don't care. I'm not ashamed to be to be lazy once in a while. I call it making it work.
Okay. I gotta have some different colors. That's not the good bag, is apparently the case.
I really wanted a lighter blue than this, but I don't have a lighter blue, so.
You don't.
I might somewhere, but not in this bag.
Okay.
And this is the bag I'm working from, so.
I know how that goes.
Long enough.
I have bags and bags and bags of stuff, because I have moms and dads and my own stuff. Okay. So we kind of need it. Place that. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Are you finding them, Cindy? They are all of the live streams. You should be able to just get live streams from my channel. If you go to my channel front page and then search live streams, that should actually bring you up with. And I heard what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I made it work. I just had one of these that didn't come through with the other ones.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes it do this.
Okay. Well, you know what we can do to fix that?
Stick it in here and be done.
There you go. Well, I was thinking,
don't worry about it.
I was thinking one of those little clippy things that you put on there and clip it closed. But yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. And then the clippy thing could stick out.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have one here at the desk, though. Oh, maybe there's one in here. I wonder if I have one on my desk.
This isn't what I was thinking about, but it's cute, so I might use it.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Of course, if you do that, then it doesn't have to stick out.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about, although mine, I think, are black. Somewhere I had a tub of those, though, that were colored. I'll have to look because I have some. The only one that I've got here right now is giant, and I don't want a giant one.
So I'm trying to find what the thing I was thinking about when you said that, because you may have some of these that you could use instead.
Well, actual kind of bulldog, yeah, those. I might have one of those, but I was thinking the little black ones, but I'm pretty sure I have some bright colored ones somewhere. I got them for, I do. I know where they're at, I think, but I'm not going to hunt it right now. I'm going to get this tied right now, since I haven't finished that part yet. Come on, where's the end?
Well, and then if you do this, it could stick in there however you want to.
Yeah,
because it doesn't really take up any more space.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But
you know, when in doubt, find a clip.
Okay. Here's my book. Here's my book. And that's me trying to close it. I mean, pushing.
Yeah. And I took extra pages out, and so did you.
Yeah, I did. I took a bunch of pages out.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I just got to tie my little girl, and then we can go on.
That's all right.
But you're right. It's gonna make it get fat.
Yeah, it's gonna be very if we do a lot more, it might open up like this, and it would just sit there, and we don't even need to put a cover on it. just be open.
There you go.
I like it though, because it shows how much work we've done. You know what I mean?
Does.
So that's what we do. Making a tunnel. They keep on coming in through there. Yeah.
Cindy, if you don't find them all, let me know, and I'll see if I can help you. Just holler at me. Okay, so there we go. There's mine.
Yay! I met one of my friends yesterday morning at the park. So we met and we sat with our lawn chairs about 8 feet apart and visited, and it was so nice. I haven't seen her in months, but we were sitting there and we were talking, and all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, look to your right." And I looked over there, and there was a little groundhog peeking out of his hole, and he was just looking at us. And then he would come up and he would go, "Grab something, go right back down in this hole. And he completely cleaned about a 6-inch thing around his hole from all of vegetation. And then he went back in and started fluffing dirt out of it, like covering up the hole. And he went over about 2 feet and came out another hole and started cleaning out that hole of all the vegetation around it. Anyway,
Mhm.
it was pretty fun to watch. I've never been that close to one. I mean, literally, he was like 4 feet away from me.
Fun. Oh, fun. Hi, Nashua. I'm not going to clip mine right this minute, so I'll just tuck it in there. But I just have to tuck it in there so I can show you how. Let's see. Maybe I better put a piece of plastic. Are you dry? Oh, you're dry. Oh, and my tunnel book is not in here.
See, my tunnel book's in there, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, but look at how fat it's going to be with the tunnel book. It's going to be even worse. Okay. Mm.
Yep.
Ta-da! Yeah, and it's going to have some kind of clippy thing because otherwise this book's going to fall out.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I think those bulldog clips with something in between them to connect from one to the other is probably what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and I don't know that I have any of those, but
well, I'll throw some in with your napkins.
Oh, don't until I look.
Okay, well, let me know. I'm planning to send those out tomorrow, though, because I want to send the papers for the Community Loves Defy project that we're doing.
Okay, we'll send 2 because that's all I'll need is 2.
I'll send 2.
Because I probably have some of those. Those are just not something I remember having. You know how that goes. Doesn't mean I don't have them. Just doesn't. I didn't. Well, before you do that, let me go look at something. Find another page to work on. Are we going to make another pocket like this one? Where's it at? I got out a napkin to do. Where'd it go? It's gone too. It just jumped up and ran away. Okay, where are you, pocket? Where are you? You know, that up and down pocket. I liked that up and down pocket.
Yeah, I want to do those, and I want to do
well, I
want to do a couple more pages of pockets at least.
Okay, well, this pocket. I want to do another one of these.
Okay, let's do that next.
Okay. I got out a napkin I'm going to use. Okay, I had a napkin out for that. There it is. I think I'm going to use this one. It's kind of bright. I don't know which berries I'll put with it, but I'll figure something out. I'll be right back. I'm going to go see if I have any of those clips in the one spot.
Okay.
This napkin, this package may have come from the clearance section at Tuesday morning. So.
Dishes soaking. Good for you. I'm just inking away, inking my life away.
No,
Susan is waiting at the doctor's waiting. What are you waiting to get in or for tests or? Well, it's none of my business. I'm sorry. I don't have the right to ask you to tell all of us exactly what you're doing there. But we hope it goes well. Whatever you're there for, we hope it goes well. Routine. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. We love working together, Cindy. We really do. It's twice as much fun, at least twice as much fun, maybe more than that, to work with Tanya than it is to work by myself.
I knew I had some.
So you found them.
Yes, Jeffrey had them.
Oh, okay.
They were in. I knew I had seen some. Here a few weeks ago, we actually started trying to take care of the boxes that are in the middle room, and I knew I had seen some. I just couldn't remember where. And so I was going through what I was thinking that we put them in, and no, he did this, one day when he was rearranging furniture. So I have some. See?
Alrighty.
So I also had these, which would have worked, but I wouldn't like them so much because they have teeth.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the teeth would just tear into it.
Yeah, I found those first, but so. Okay, let's see here. I can't do it there.
Okay, I need to choose a napkin, don't I? Because I liked your napkin thing.
I thought the napkin thing kind of came out real cute with it. Okay, cannot do it there. I could do it there. I actually could do it there. I think I'd do it there. Okay. And how did I do that? I've forgotten now. It's not good when you forget things. Oh, he's bringing me presents. We'll figure out.
I brought you something to share with all the girls.
To share with all the girls. Okay, is it going to walk?
The last full
Oh, look at guys. Look what he brought me.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
thank you, Jeff.
Look at there. Oh, and I can't tell you how much these smell, guys. I can just, would you put them in some water for me, honey? They're just beautiful, and there's just a odor. Just
an odor.
Yeah, well, it was.
She meant it in a good way.
Yeah, but both of those things were right here beside me. I just was mean to my husband. Oh dear. Yes, they have a beautiful gardenia in a row.
He brought you flowers, and you were mean.
He does have a brother who actually looks like Sam Elliott. Perry's about this big around. Okay, my husband looks like Santa Claus, right? He's round, and he's a white beard, and he looks like Santa Claus. Okay. Jeffrey's brother is about this big around, has a full, great big mustache, just like Sam Elliott has always worn.
Uh-huh.
Has a full head of really pretty gray hair. I mean, just gorgeous gray hair. Is as hyper as a kindergartner.
That's why he's this big around.
That's right. That's right. He has a sweet puppy dog who won't even bark at Jeffrey when he goes in the backyard. Perry's not home, and Jeff goes over there and goes in the yard. Dog doesn't do a thing.
It's like it's Santa Claus. Why should I complain?
Yeah, why should I? Yep. Okay.
Well, I thought I might use this napkin, but
Okay.
it's not. The second layer's not wanting to come off. And I usually don't have any trouble with that, but these kind that are
I have found. Okay, I have found if you put a piece of Scotch tape inside of where those pokies are,
yeah.
and lift and start from the and pull it off the back of the middle, and then pull out towards the edge, that sometimes works better.
Yeah. Well, I know that will work, but I was trying to preserve the white part to use later. But I think I'm going to not worry about preserving the white part on this one.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to go for it. Okay, so I am going to put this, I think. I'm just going to put it right there, just because that's what I want to do, right there. So that means I need to tear this in half. And last time this worked pretty well, so we'll see if it works this time. Oh, I got to get these fat things out of my book so I can work on my book. This is just too hard to work on. Okay, so now we have that piece and this piece. And now I got to feel this napkin. Yeah, see, this one has that too, and I was having trouble with it. I know what I was feeling this the other day when Mike asked about the ghost print. I was trying to get the ghost print.
Yeah.
And these are the napkins that come from Tuesday Morning. And I think that they're higher end napkins. You get them, see, and I've got areas where it's just not peeling up.
Okay, now I had a little piece. There it is.
Yeah, don't you hate it when you get the little pieces and now you got to figure out how to get that off?
Yeah.
There's a point where I'm not going to worry about it. Oops, because I just tore the napkin, the decorated part because of that. There we go.
Well, that's what I just did. I've got this little tiny piece of the decorated part and I was afraid I couldn't get the backing off of it, but I did, so I can put it back on here when I glue it down. It'll be okay. Okay, so there's that. And then I think I want to use another napkin because I really want to use the other side instead of the opposite side that looks just the same. And I have enough napkins I can do that. I want to use this side for one so that they don't look just alike.
Ah, okay. Teresa, when I was considerably younger, we had a dog that dog just absolutely loved grapes and carrots. And if you were peeling carrots and didn't give her some, she would pout. You would not understand how horribly a dog could pout. And then our last kitty cat absolutely loved tomatoes. And he could be outside in all the windows and doors closed and would know I was cutting a tomato because he would come to the door and just have a fit to get back in because I was cutting tomatoes.
Cubby only acted that way when I was deboning a chicken or taking sweet potatoes out of the oven.
Ooh, sweet potatoes. And he likes sweet potatoes, huh?
Oh, he loved sweet potatoes. So I would always leave a little bit of sweet potato on the skin, you know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then I would give him that, and oh, he loved that.
Well, I didn't know cats ate tomatoes, and so I was, you know, the end of the year, you pick all the tomatoes before it freezes so hard that they're gonna. Okay, that little tiny
Yeah.
piece is coming off of there. And so I had left them. I wasn't going to worry about it. I just left them. And on the counter because I was letting them ripen. Teresa says most dogs love sweet potatoes.
Yeah, yeah. And he didn't like the kind you buy as dog treats. He would eat them, but he always looked at me like, "Mom, these are not real sweet potatoes."
Mm-hmm. Well, you know.
But he didn't want them dried out. He wanted them, you know, like people eat them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
But the cat had gotten into the sweet potatoes or the tomatoes and had big bites out of each, and the silly cat ate the parts that were ripe, left the parts that were not ripe, and just ate, you know, in all of my tomatoes, just the parts that weren't ripe.
that sounds like a smart kitty to me.
Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so now this one is not going to be as easily put down as the last one because I can't really cut it apart very well. So I think what I am going to do is put it down, glue this in right now. Actually, glue this down and then put the thing in and cut it afterwards. Right? Is that going to work? Yeah, I think that will work.
It probably will.
Yeah, I think it will. Because if I glue them down, then I can tuck that into there. Then I can pull it over here and cut it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Alrighty. Sounds like a plan.
Sparkles will eat anything that does not eat her first. There you go.
Oh, this morning I was, well, that mama kitty took, when Darren was smoking meat this weekend, the mama kitty took her kittens and she moved them somewhere else.
Oh.
Which I was okay with that, you know, but this morning, so we hadn't seen them in days, you know, and then this morning I go out there to water in the yard and the sprinkler was sprinkling on the porch and the sidewalk in order to get both sides of the yard all at once. Mm-hmm. And on the porch step sat this little kitty just shivering and crying, just sitting there and letting the sprinkler sprinkle on it like it didn't know what to do.
Oh, poor little thing.
I just felt so bad. I was like, Hannah, go turn the sprinkler off. And I got a towel and I was going to dry it off, you know, but it took off as soon as I came out there. And so, but I heard it crying. It evidently got away from its mom and it came, you know, to where it had been. And anyway, I hope she found her mom because she really is too small to be out there by herself. There's too many dogs in the neighborhood that would gladly take care of her. And
well, see, that's why we get all the cats because we're the only house in the neighborhood that doesn't have dogs.
Yeah.
Every other house in this neighborhood has dogs.
Well, I would like to go back to being the house with dogs, but but right now we're not the house with dogs. We're the house where the kitties can hide.
You know, he wants one that doesn't shed. It's going to be hard to find.
Yeah.
So I forgot to ink my pocket before I glued it down, so I'm going to have to lift it up in a minute and ink it. Jeff said, "Are you done?" I said, "No." I said, "We're just," and then I inked the, oh no, this is going like that. Um, I said, I was looking for something, and he said, "Well, what you looking for?" And I told him, and he said, "Well, they're in here." I'm like, "Oh, well, that's where they run off to." Looking all over everywhere for stuff.
Well, it's good that he asked.
Well, it's good that he remembered, because 9 times out of 10 he puts stuff places and doesn't remember where he put it. I think he's finally done outside. Thank heavens. He looks like he's overdone it again. He has had to sit this last week with those stitches and not do a lot of things. And then yesterday, after she took him out, I wouldn't let him do anything because to speak of, because she told him that now it's vulnerable.
Right.
So he's just can't stand it. Oh, he can't.
He's ready to do something.
Yeah, it's just like
I remember
Well,
my granddad was always the doer. He was the fixer. He was the one that you go to when you need something, and he didn't know how to not be that way. And when he was 81, he had some heart trouble, and the doctor told him, "You're going to have to just learn how to be happy sitting in the house. You cannot be doing these things. You can't be going out and trying to help the neighbors with stuff. You can't be working on the the lawnmower when it doesn't work, or working on the washing machine when it doesn't work. You just have to hire somebody to do those things. You're going to have to, and he was like, I can't just sit around and do nothing." And
That's right.
the doctor was like, "That's what you're going to have to do." He said, and my granddad said, "Is there nothing you can do?" And he goes, "Well, we could do open heart surgery, but the chance, the chances are not great, for that at your age." And my granddad was like, "Well, we're going to do it because I don't want to just sit around and do nothing. I'd rather die trying than just sit around and do nothing." And my grandmother, of course, she heard all this, and she was a dutiful little wife, and so she didn't, she complained to some privately, but she didn't, say anything outwardly to anyone. And things went bad in the surgery, and he didn't make it. Well, it's like the surgery went great, but then he started bleeding somewhere, and they couldn't find it. And
Oh.
so he ended up, passing away because of that surgery. But he went to, I don't know how many doctors he went to before he found one who would even agree to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And after that surgery, when he started bleeding, 3 other doctors came in and reopened him up to look for it, because they were ready to charge her with malpractice or something.
Oh.
And they couldn't find anything, that she had done wrong. They finally said, "No, she did everything. Everything looked fine. We don't know what the problem is." And my grandmother, was like, "Well, if I had known that it was, she didn't really catch how dangerous it was, I guess. You'd think she would have understood when no doctor wants to do it,
Yep.
that it's dangerous." But we told her, that's what he wanted. He wanted to try to keep the life he had. And he's okay. He's in heaven. You don't need to worry about him. And she goes, "No, but I've been with him for 61 years and I don't know what to do with myself now,
Mm-hmm.
But that was so hard to deal with, but he wouldn't have wanted it to be the other way.
Yeah.
And I've
I
never
want
seen anybody fight so hard to have a surgery that nobody wanted to do on them.
nobody wanted to do. Yeah. I'm going to interrupt you. Hello, Brenda and Joyce. I'm not sure I said hello to you. So, hi guys. We're glad you're here. Yeah, Jeff's dad had open heart surgery the year we had the wreck, and we had told him that it wasn't really a great idea, and he was going to do it. He was going to do whatever he wanted to do, and he has not been the same since. And part of that is that he won't do the things that are necessary. But he coded in the hospital afterwards.
Yeah.
So we just got lucky in the fact that they were able to save him. Somebody was in the room with him. We had a friend was up visiting him, because if the nursing staff had been the only ones, they wouldn't have known it soon enough.
Yeah. Oh, that looks so cute. I love that. Those flowers are so pretty.
I like them. I will send you a couple of these too. So
Okay, we'll trade.
we'll trade. Yeah, there we go. We can trade. I got to send you something else, but it won't go out until next week when I do a show. Okay.
That is fine. I'm not worried about it.
I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the post office. And it's pure out laziness. It has nothing to do with anything else. Although actually it's a package to you. I could probably put it in the mailbox. I can't put my bead boxes in the mailbox for fear that they just might not make it there. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's pretty.
It is pretty. Thank you, Brenda. You're sweet, and you're right. It is hard. It's very hard, and but this was a long time ago. I mean, literally, that incident and Darren staying up at the hospital with me when I was staying there overnight with my granddad. That's what cemented our relationship. I don't know that we would be married today if that hadn't happened. But we might have. Who knows? But that was the time when he realized that what he wanted was for me to be happy, and that was an important realization for him. But in fact, when we were engaged, Darren moved in with my grandmother, and because she was so sick, she hated, I mean, not sick physically, but she was miserable being alone. Even though she lived right next door to my mom, she wanted somebody to do for her. That's all she knew how to do. She wanted somebody to cook for her. So he moved in with her so we could save money for his rent, and so she was so excited, and she loved having him there. And he said, luckily he worked at the church, and so he didn't have to be there at a specific time, because he said he felt like the first hour of his work every day was just visiting with my grandma. Because he didn't get there till like 9 o'clock in the morning, and they'd say, "What were you doing?" "I was visiting with Pearl." "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I think I am going to put a couple of these butterflies on this
I can't
page.
see.
Oh, duh.
Oh yeah, that'll be good. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do.
But I need to have some fairies here, so I gotta find. Well,
fairies,
we have
yes.
Fairies. Like I have fairies on these pages. Hi, Laura. Thank you, Brenda. I liked this pocket too. It was a good pocket. It works real well, and it'll hold a lot. Oh, little fairies, where did you go? Let's see if I got any that will go at all with purple. Well, how about that?
Not sure what will go with this either. I wasn't thinking about what fairies I would put in here when I... Oh, that little guy will be cute.
Oh yeah. That would be good with that one because it's got that red color.
I keep wanting to use this on one of these pages. I tried to do that last time and it won't work because
it's
the weakness.
It's
but
just
that one
too
will be
big.
Yeah, it's just a little too wide for that. I don't know why I don't get it out at other times, when it would probably work better.
Well, on this one, I don't like the red of it, so I think those two are the ones I'm going to use.
Yeah,
that's pinky one. She would be all right because the pink would go okay. But I think I like this one better. Because I can tuck her little wing underneath the pocket. I have this blue one though that might. No, I'm going to use those two. Now, got to see if I can get some pieces of napkin that will work.
Okay.
Well-deserved tea. She's making some tea.
Yay. Tea sounds good. Okay.
Let's see what we can get out of this little napkin here and pieces wise.
I'm thinking I need something for them to be on or
Around or
yeah. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. I don't know. Oh, I gotta turn my air conditioner on.
I can't believe you didn't have it on already.
Oh, well,
Ooh,
I came in here and I had forgot to turn it up last night. It was cold in here, so I just
it's
turned it off.
cold. Mm-hmm.
But it's not cold anymore.
Okay, so that one is going to go there. Yeah, because mine is running like crazy. I turned it down 1 degree. And it's just going to town. But it's been so sticky. It's just...
No, I don't like it.
Uh-oh. We're masters at fussy cutting. Well, I don't know that we're masters at it, but we sure do enough of
Practice
it.
a lot.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put those 2 butterflies like that with her. Let's see what we got to go on the other side. I was going to say, I practice a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you that A to Z challenge and fussy cutting all of those little tiny images is, because I've been using tiny images, little images.
Yeah.
So some of them are a real pain in the neck. Oh, and when I was in Dollar Tree last week, I did see those little scissors you bought.
Uh-huh.
At least I think they're the same ones, but I decided they were too tiny. I knew that I would hate them. They might be good for trimming thread, but I wasn't gonna like fussing with them.
Well, they cut really nicely, but unless you can hold them right here, just like this.
Yeah, they wear your
If you
hands
try
out.
to put your fingers in all the way like that, they hurt. But if you can hold them right here, they work really good. I just figure that I'm always trying to find some. So if I have an extra pair sitting around, then when I'm desperate, I can.
Yeah, I bought 2 pairs of these at Joann's when they were like half off, that I keep around for just cutting paper. They're sewing scissors, but okay, that I need Don't
This is
blow
going to
up.
limit the size of my page a little bit if I put this on top, but I think I like it going on top.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Gives her a place to stand.
Yeah. Now is that a napkin?
Yeah, it's part of this napkin.
Well, it probably won't unless you. It will probably tear right there very easily. Just so you know. Just so
Yeah.
you thought
Well,
about
I
that.
may glue my pocket down to here.
To there. That might be a good
So then
idea.
it can't, it won't
So
be.
that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
because
probably a good.
I don't have to have that big of a pocket just because
No,
it's there.
no.
I don't even know what I'm going to put in it. So
Oh, stuff.
stuff. That's right.
Just stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get out this other butterfly.
Okay. And
I may be out of water. No, I'm not. Okay. I thought for a minute I was
once
out
you
of
go ahead and
water.
cut these, the stuff comes off real easy.
Yeah, especially in the middles. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, stop. Ugh. I need the air conditioner, but I don't want it blowing my napkins on the floor. Oh, I'm going to squish the butterfly. Oh, no.
Okay.
Our napkin journal, we are going to do loose pages and bind it later, right?
Yeah.
Because I just think that's about the only way to accomplish in streaming. Otherwise,
Yeah, I agree.
you know. Okay.
I agree. It's not what I had in mind, the times when I've been planning to do a napkin journal, but I think for what we're doing, it's necessary.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Someday I can do another one the other way if I choose to.
There you go. Okay. This is what my page is gonna be. Like that and like that.
Yes.
So and I think I have decided I'm going to put these on by gluing the page all over, and we'll just let the glue dry later.
Suzanne says cutter bees are the best.
Cutter bees?
I've never had any of those, but these little Paper Studio ones from Hobby Lobby, I think they're like $5.99. I love these. I have like 3 pairs of them. But
okay.
And of course I got them with 40% off coupons, so they didn't hardly cost me anything, but I really love those. And they've got that titanium stuff on there or whatever, so that stuff doesn't stick to them.
Okay.
Like the Tim Holtz ones have that black coating,
Well,
these have that same kind of coating. Okay. That just works perfect for her little feet to be on those sleeves.
There. I like these, but then, I have no idea. They're called, they have the name Klaus on them, USA, but they're old as the hills. I just love cutting stuff out with these.
Yeah, those look
and they're
nice.
long, they're huge. They're huge, but they just work really well. So
that's a good thing to do, Melissa. When you're bored, just fussy cut. Just get something done. I need to now put something down for him to sit on.
I used up another glue stick. I'll have to. I got all of the glue sticks scooped out this morning when I was gluing pages for Mom, and put them, and used it, and had to open another glue stick because that one was getting. They get warm when you're using them.
Yes, they do.
And then they get sticky.
You know how long it took me to figure that out? I was like, how come this glue stick was doing fine and now it's all goopy? My father was like, because of the friction of you using it.
Your daughter would said that. Your daughter said that to you.
No, it just finally came
you
into my head. But I was like, I can't believe how embarrassing it is that it took me so long to figure out that's why it was happening. I was like, good grief, Lisa. No.
Well, you know,
Oh well.
it's all good. But I was making pages so that Mom can make me some more what do you call that? Embroidered pieces.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see here. I want
Those
to.
are lovely. I think that's not only a great thing to give your mom something to do, but you get some fun stuff to work with out
Oh
of it.
yeah,
So,
I think they'll be fun to work with. I think they'll be gorgeous to work with.
do you
Okay.
is that going to be in a are you going to use those with your whatever project you're doing with your pink, or is this a different project?
Oh, I probably could use some of them with my pink project. I may use the 3 butterflies that she just gave me, those 3 black ones. I may use
Uh-huh.
them in our team project if if
Oh,
there's
that would
room
be
on the
lovely.
pages.
Yeah.
I thought I might use because it's butterfly themed. I thought I might use those 3 because there's 3 of them, and I'm thinking maybe 3 signatures. I
Yeah.
don't know. I might not get but 2 signatures in there. I mean, really and truly. So, dependent upon what we've got. But I can use them in many ways because they're on cardstock. So
Right.
and there's a couple of other ones I might, oops, lost my headset. There we go. I might be able to use. So I will, but I think I'll probably try to use a couple of them in that project. Just because I think it'll be too. That's why I don't.
Yeah. That sounds
Oh,
good.
Laura says that's why. Yes, the friction, the glue stick gets warm, and so then it gets goopy because the friction is. So it's always good to have 2 glue sticks out if you're doing a lot. That's my thing. So, and I'm going to have to order glue sticks, or that means otherwise I'm going to have to go back to Michael's because I only bought 1.
I thought you were going to send your honey in to buy some.
That I had a 20% off coupon. They didn't have any good coupons. I could
Oh,
have bought several at 20% off, but I just bought the one partially because I thought I would try that Scotch
yeah.
one, but they didn't have any Scotch glue sticks, so I thought I would try and maybe order that one. That's not what you ordered, so
No, it's not.
I thought I would try it since we all know that you and I both like this glue stick.
Yeah. Okay. I'm about to get him on there. So, do we want to make another pocket page after this, a
Well,
different one, or do we want to?
I have to go. I have to make a pocket page because I tore 2 pages apart a little while ago. So
Oh yeah.
I kind of need to make a pocket page because I gotta fix that mess up that I made.
That's fine. I like pockets. I'm I'm happy to make more pockets.
You're good with that? Okay, good.
Yep, yep. Okay. I like those. I think that turned out cute.
Oh, I think it turned out real cute. One of the things that Jean Peter said about glue stick is to burnish your pieces down. She said that that makes a difference. Now, I have never done that before, but I have started doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know that it will make a big difference, but
I do with some things, like magazine pages.
mhm.
I don't burnish it hard because you don't want to mess them up, but I really give it more rubbing than it looks like it takes. Does that make sense?
Mhm. Yeah. Um oops. Don't
Well, I'm
fold
glad,
over.
Laura, that I'm not the only one who who didn't know. But I mean, it literally was like last week when I figured it out. It was not that long ago.
Oh, too funny. Too funny. Okay.
True
All right.
confession.
Uh-huh. Oh dear. All right. So,
Oh, she needs a flower.
who needs a
I think
flower?
she needs a flower in her hand.
Oh, yes, she does. She needs a flower in her hand. I agree.
A little butterfly. A little butterfly could be landing on her hand. Let me find them.
Yeah, that would work. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I have some.
Oops. See, that pulled it. So you got to be careful when you're burnishing. Okay.
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 Uh,
I got to tuck some what do you call that in there? This stuff, because my page is kind of sticky. Okay, so that one and that one is unstuck.
maybe it should be just heading towards her hand. Because it looks like it ought to be on its side if it's sitting on her hand.
That's how I was, and then I was exhausted, Cindy. First I was happy, and then I was just exhausted. Just totally and completely exhausted.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it.
Yay! Okay, so where did I tear those pages apart back here? Oh, there they are. Okay. My hand is all sticky. Joan thought it was body heat. Okay, but you don't but you don't touch the part that's gluey. It's like it's always keep extra in your bag. Oh, an extra glue stick. Brenda and Franna came in while I was getting my hot dog. Oh, I missed Franna coming in. See,
I did too.
we're so bad. Sorry, guys. We're just really glad you're all here.
That's
Okay.
right. We are.
My
Look, I have a little 3D butterfly.
Oh, that's cute.
Just hope it doesn't get messed up when I put something in there. We'll worry about that when the time comes.
Oh, it probably won't. Okay. All right.
Okay. Got to move to the next page. Okay.
Well, my doodads weren't coming out, and I couldn't reach the the next one. What do you call this? Wipes. My wipes, and the last one was all dried up. I used the same one over and over again for a long time, and I just tuck it back in the lid. But that one was just toast. I've probably been using it all morning.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I had a little of that happen. I didn't worry about it. I just let it do it.
Well, yep, I am too, because it's done it. Even if I worry about it, it's going to do it.
And I don't know if I'm going to put that in as 2 pockets or put it in, like, I was thinking that I would do it kind of staggered, like this one on this side and this one on that side. But what do I want to decorate it with? That may be the answer to the question.
Okay, come on. I'm trying to be really nice here, and it's not cutting.
Oh, yeah, and I tore mine. And it's not tearing either, huh?
No, it's not wanting to tear or cut, but
There you go.
it's a mess, but it's done.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice. I have this that is the Marsh, but that's going to need a bigger page because that's, well, maybe not. If I cut it around there, then I could put these on the other side. Although,
Okay, that is going to need some help.
some help. Uh-oh, some
Need
help.
some help.
Holly, are you still here? Andrea wants to know, dear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have to go see if the tea fairy will take care of making me some more tea.
Okay.
Cause I get thirsty. I don't know about you, but I get thirsty.
Well, I bring a 44-ounce cup of iced tea out here with me when I come. So.
Mr. Tea Fairy, would you make me some more tea, please? Well, mine's not quite that big. Mine's are only probably about 20, I would guess. I'm not
Well,
sure.
I would definitely have to have some more in the middle if mine was 20 ounces. I love how that kind of just disappears, that paper tape.
Uh-huh. And
But it really does protect it.
Is that medical tape?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's this, I think it's just called paper tape.
Yeah, it's just paper medical tape.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'm thinking I'm going to try it. We'll see whether or not I'm happy when I get it cut. Whether or not it's going to make me sad that I cut it. But I don't think so.
Okay. My lower pocket's going to be quite a bit smaller than my top pocket.
I'm actually going to put, Lisa, I'm going to put that lower piece over here on the other side. So.
Oh. So like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to
do.
Now, that doesn't mean that's what you have to do, but that's what I'm going to do.
Well, whatever I do, I still need to shorten it because it's crooked. Okay.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly.
This way.
Laura says, me too, she's like a camel. Andrea says she thinks she fell asleep. Oh, and Holly's, I didn't notice Holly's kittens had a catio. They have a catio.
Well, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Let's see here. There is a sparkly line in there.
Cindy, we have taken out tons and tons of pages.
Yeah.
Every time we glued pages together for the first part, we took out 4 and then glued 3, together. And then we started taking out 4 and 4 on this side and 4 on this side and gluing 3 together. So we've taken out a ton of them. And then we took out a bunch more in a spot where we could make this.
This morning I
So-
took out 10 pages, 20 pages between each 3. 20
Yeah.
pages I took out between each 3. So
you have to see, these had like 800 and some odd pages in these books.
Yeah.
So
they
um,
were big books.
yeah, mine says 839 right here. That's the last page I see. And I did take out some behind that. Not a lot. But Tanya's had like 870 something, I think. She had a lot
Yeah.
more pages in her book than I did.
Let's see. The last page I actually have in here is 843. 843 is the last page I actually have in here, but I took out a bunch of pages behind 843. So I
Yeah.
think it was 868 or something like that I had. So
Yeah.
it had a lot of pages.
A lot of pages.
So
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to start by inking and thinking. Inking and
thinking
thinking.
and thinking. Okay. Well, you do that. Oh, there's fish right there. I cut one of the fish's tails off. I wish I had paid more attention. I almost
Uh-oh.
messed that up. Mhm. And these are pages, guys, from the pop-up book that Lisa sent me. Pieces of pop-up book, because she split the pop-up book right in half.
Yep. I kept the back half. No, I kept the front half and sent her the back
Yeah.
half. Then I sent her the front half of the coloring book and I kept the back half. So,
Aha! That's how you figured it out.
yeah.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, Cindy, these were law books, and they have very, very thin pages. They're fabulous size. The color of them is gorgeous. The pages are gorgeous. I think this one is from 1903. So they're not new books by any means, and the pages are kind of like a dictionary paper in some respects, but a little different. I did have some problems with mine in that the glue that I was using to put the pages together bled through the paper even. Lisa didn't seem to have that trouble, but look,
My
there's
book's a little newer.
yeah,
My book's
our
from 1911.
and so and it wasn't a big deal to me. It was fine, but once I figured out that was going to happen, I ended up making sure I put plastic or wax paper between them when I stuck them together. So
Yeah, because my glue didn't bleed through. And
Right.
it's funny that the paper would change, but that's what happens.
well, and what was I going to say? I forgot. Totally forgot. Oh, and I had some where the surface of the paper, I was trying to use double-sided tape, and the paper was actually pulling apart. So there were some things about that, but that happens anytime you alter a book. There's going to be some differences, some changes. Look, I've got a little fairy down here. I didn't realize was here.
Oh, cool.
He's
How
underneath this lily pad, and there were fish under that side. So I'm tickled that happened. So okay, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now I have to figure out what I'm going to do up there. But yeah, Teresa, we took a lot of pages out. But then, like I said, these were big books and the pages were thin. We also Normally, I would only put 2 pages together. We put 3 together and sometimes 4. And if we needed something heavier in the back where I made a big pocket with it, I put like 6 pages together.
Yeah, I did that in the back and then also in the front where I
Right
made
where
the
we made the
doors.
door. Yes. I
Yeah.
did that where I made the door too. So, okay, so
Okay.
that's gonna look like that. But now what am I gonna do up there? Because we gotta have something up there.
Yeah, Cindy, I love old books too, and Hannah inherited that. She inherited that love. It's a fun thing to share it with her. Um, she can appreciate it even if the rest of my family's like, well, it's an old book. Now, if it's an old book about something they're really interested in, that's way cooler than a new book about something they're interested in. But just being old is not enough. Topic is
Well,
very important when it's my husband or my son. So
Jeffrey found, I think it was a Louis L'Amour book at the book sale the last time. And it's not something that he's interested in at all, but it was old, and he just, it just had to come home with us. Partially, he doesn't intend to keep it. He doesn't ever intend to read it, but
yeah,
it came home with us because. Okay, so I have looked closely for tiny footprints close to the water. Now, though, I really need something else up there. Thank you, Melissa. Or Andrea. Whew. Sorry. Thank you, Cindy. I was just lucky that Miss Lisa was able to get some for us. Okay, so what do we want to put up there? I have this big old chunk of stuff left. What does this say? I'm thinking that may need to just go on a page all by its little lonesome. Because it's pretty and it's gold.
there you go. That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm. But I have this piece down here that might be cute, and I could put it and tuck it in somewhere, so I think I might pull that off. This page needs a little something, and of course I better find some fairies to put in it. Right now I'm trying to kind of look at what I've got, and because I don't want to have a bunch of parts and pieces left.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did you get a bunch of this stuff when you peeled your cover?
Yes, right on the edges.
Uh-huh. And how did you get rid of it? I'm just curious,
Well, let me show you. I haven't.
Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right.
There's my cover right there.
That answers my question, Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, Andrea.
I think I like that for that pocket.
Oh, that's cute. Yes. Yes.
That's just a little bit too wide.
Well, I'm sure you can find a way to fix that problem.
I'm sure I can. I should have done this the other way though, because then I like the torn edge and I just got rid of it, but that's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's all right.
All right. Well. Okay. My thought was that I would tuck this under the edge of the pocket. Yeah, that's gonna work. Uh-huh. Maybe not there. It just doesn't look right there. Maybe over here, like this, yeah. Okay, but now I gotta get this mess off of here. Yep, that's a good idea, Cindy, is get magazines. I picked up a magazine. I was real surprised that had any. What was it? That oh, I think it was a Consumer Report magazine that I picked up from Dad's house last week. Had some good words in it, which I was kind of surprised at. You know, usually I find words in the RV magazine because it's like adventure and explore and
Yeah,
those
yeah.
kinds of words are in the RV magazine all the
When I
time.
did a what do you call that? That recycle bank where you can order magazines.
Mm-hmm.
One of the magazines I ordered was a backpacking magazine.
Yep.
Because I thought it would have those kinds of words in it.
Yeah, I had hoped it would have nicer pictures in it. Instead, it has an awful lot of advertising pictures, which, you know,
Yeah.
I do
Makes
get
sense,
a few.
but
I get a few images out of it, but not as many as I would like.
well, my subscriptions that I got from Recycle Bank are gone, so I didn't realize.
You can
But
go
I
in and
was-
do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to because I need some more magazines.
Yeah.
And I used to could find magazines at thrift stores, but I haven't seen any. And well, before we quit going anywhere, I hadn't
Uh-huh.
seen any in a long time. And then I've only been to 2 thrift stores since. So,
Yeah.
but neither one of them had any magazines.
Well, I just do a little bit of Recycle Bank every so often, and let me put a link in because I'm pretty sure I got one. I'll be right back.
That's fine.
Although it might not. Okay. Mo, how tiny you can't even spell. Good grief. What's going on here? Anyways, guys, you can go here and I will get you a link in a minute. And it doesn't cost anything. And what you can do is you get an account and you answer their questions and read their things and get points, and then you can get free magazines. And
So educated about recycling.
yes, it's educational. It's an educational site, and you have to. It takes some time, but I get all kinds of free magazines, and I just go in every so often and do enough of the questions and read enough. And the nice thing is they put up new articles all the time, so there's always something new. A lot of times it's things I already did know, but
that just makes it faster.
yeah, it just makes it faster. But you can get the free magazines, and then I just get a free magazine and have it sent. And so I'm constantly getting something different too. Now, granted, the magazines are not necessarily the ones I would love to have, but when they're free, they're interesting enough. I mean, I always read the articles and then tear them up
Yeah.
for images and things. So,
Oh no no.
okay, so I need fairies in here. This is the problem. I need some fairies. So, what am I going to do about fairies? Because I think she needs her own page. That's what I think for her. And I have this page left too, and I think I'm going to put it on kind of as a whole piece. I really do. I think I will. So that means I need something else for fairies. Oh, and I've got my. Oh, how about some of these? Yeah, these would be cute on that page, I think. I have some, what do you call it? Fairies from Heather. Die cut fairies from Heather. Oh, I have this big circle piece I need to make a tag out of too.
Yeah, I think I have my circle piece somewhere. Let me get it out. I think I stuck it in my bag with those things.
Well, and there's some cute little viney things in here too that we haven't used. And I might use with one of my fairies today. And some leaves.
Oh, good grief. Here's some more flowers that got out of the place where they're supposed to be.
Oh. They jumped out and are doing things they're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just the way they are, I guess.
I guess so.
This
And I haven't
line-
used any of these yet. I need to use those somewhere too. I may do another napkin page and put those down. Okay, finally, good grief. There's my circle. After
There you
I
go.
got everything else. I am thinking
Right.
about going ahead and using one of these on it.
Oh, that I don't think I have a piece like that left because I think I only had one and I used it on my book because it wasn't laying right. So, but I have this
Oh
piece.
yeah, you did have to use one in the front to hide some of that yellow.
Yeah, because it was just glaring. But I have this doggone it, green round piece like this
Yeah.
that I think will be perfect. And if I just take one of these little fairies and pop her on there and call her done. I think that will be a cute little tag.
Right now, all I'm finding are the fairies that fly, and I really like the ones that sit. I can just sit on the little mushroom.
Yeah, and that's what I found on there. So
Yeah.
okay, but now then,
Flying.
this
Oh, there's
side,
one, but she's green, and I don't want it to be green because the little mushroom area is green. There's one. Oh,
I think
turn the mushroom
that if
around.
I put, I'm gonna put Is that just one piece of cardstock? It must be. I'm going to put those like that and then have her flying. And this is going to be my page. Let me show you. Let me get opinions because, you know, it might not have enough stuff in it. Let's see here. Okay, come on. I need you to go over here, little arrow. There we go. What do you think? Think it's got enough?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do. I do. So this is my tag. I need to get her out of the way because I want to
No,
add.
Melissa, they do not have that magazine. But it's a limited, you know, they have like Women's Day and they had the backpacker and
Some of those
oh
like Cosmopolitan and some of
yeah,
those
they usually
magazines.
the deal is it's magazines that have a tremendous amount of advertising in them because the advertising pays for the magazines.
Yeah.
Anymore, that's a big deal. Printing is very expensive. So, okay. Ink time. So I'll put that right there. Maybe I better ink that too while I'm at it. Okay, Teresa. Oh my gosh. Lisa, did you see what time it was?
No. Wow.
It is 4:22.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
And
And I
even when you're not.
probably need to get up. Yeah, and even when you're not. Oh, those are pretty little flowers with that. Are those part of your die cuts? I can't really tell.
Yeah, they are. I don't know if they're. I mean, I guess I assumed you got some of them too.
I don't remember
But
seeing them, but that's,
they
you
may
know,
have been in the package of extra stuff that she
yes.
just cut out to show me. And so she sent me the
Right.
stuff that she just cut out to show me.
Right. That's fine. I don't need them. I just was saying they're cool.
Yeah.
What do you think, Lisa? We ought to get off of here by 4:45?
That's fine.
Okay. How's your back doing?
It's about like normal.
Okay.
I know I need to get off by 5 for sure.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's so do I. So, if we finish this, then we're done.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just stop at 4:30 and show the pages we did.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 4:30 we'll stop and show what we've done today, guys. All right. So the one thing about these things is gluing them down. I hate gluing them down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
What?
glue stick. I'm gonna glue stick the whole front of this other thing.
Of what thing?
This circle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna
I
glue
think
stick
that's a
the.
great plan. Just set it aside and let it dry.
Yeah, I'm gonna just glue stick the whole thing and set it aside because there's just no way I'm gonna get all those little doodads if I don't. And the glue will dry. It'll be a little textured, but it'll be all right. Come here. You need to go kind of in the center. I realize it won't be perfect because I'm just not perfect, but you need to sort of go in the center. And then I sort of need something to push it down with. Because my fingers are going to stick to it something fierce. Yeah, that worked way better than anything else would have. I think I'm going to put a couple of these other big circles on other pages too in some manner because The only place I've really used one is in the tunnel book.
Yeah.
I
Me
did
too.
do that one where I used it as a, what do you call that? As a stencil.
Yeah.
But I'd like to
Mask.
have a
Whatever.
mask.
One of those.
I used something, I can't remember. I did that, but I'd like to do a little bit more with those on other pages, just to tie the whole thing together. Sandra, that's interesting. Oh, Sandra wants to see all the pages.
Okay. Well, if we go quickly, we could probably do that. If we just don't talk about all of them, we just show them.
Maybe we ought to stop and do that now because it's 4:26. Let me make you big.
You go ahead, and I'm going to glue this stuff down.
Okay. All right. I'm going to just tuck this stuff into this page so that, because I kind of will know where it's at. All right. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I guess I got to make myself big.
Yeah.
That's not hard to do. I'm already big. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got to take out of here. Let's take some of this mess out. Oh, we're stuck together. Are you dry enough? I may have to. Okay. Okay, so this is a cover, and we haven't done the cover yet. This is what we did Tuesday. We made this front section where it has little doors, and you can see little things behind it. This is a pocket with tags in it, and there's just simple tags. That was a coloring book page, and this is just pieces of the coloring book page that I had left over that I made tags with. This is wallpaper flowers and a die cut fairy that Fran sent me, and on the opposite pages are more wallpaper flowers, and I used the mask from this die cut to do little inked fairies, and that came out real cute. This is a seed packet, and I don't have anything in my seed packet yet, but that's just one of the fairies and a couple of tags that are made from the pop-up book. This is where I used the mask and used one of the pieces as a mask, and then added a fairy to the page. Something just real simple. I did mess this up, and I need to do some fixing to it. When I was ironing in, I ironed this napkin in with cling wrap, and I won't do that again in a book. I like the ironing technique, but not in a book, especially in a book where I've got other things, because it had a plastic, it had Mod Podge over it, and the Mod Podge is plastic and it melted. Yes, we do have playlists, Sandra. Both of us have the playlists, and
we both have the videos that are on each other's channel in our playlist. So
in
all
our
the videos
playlist,
are in both playlists.
Except for this one, because you cannot put the video in the playlist until it logs up. So hopefully tonight I will remember to go back in and put this one in my playlist. But 1 through 10 are in the playlist already on both channels. We both have playlists, so that whichever channel you happen to go to, that. Yeah, napkin and glue stick does work. I still like Mod Podge, just because it makes the I did glue stick today, but I like Mod Podge because it makes the napkin more transparent. Is the Okay, and this is flutterbys. We've been calling them that. They're flutterby fairies. This is leaves, and these are butterfly wings on a napkin. This is one of the pop-ups. And if you look in these little holes, there are fairies inside this little dwelling. And that was part of my pop-up book. Okay, this Janet sent us these cute little fairies. Mine and Lisa's are different, and I'm not going to take them all out of there, but we put them on cards, and then we made glassine. That's not glassine, but vellum envelopes for them. This is the first page we did, which we put Lisa stamped and I stenciled fairies, and then we put a napkin over the page, and it's a pocket. And so these are coloring book pages, and this is one of my fairies on top of some wallpaper. So it's just got stuff stuck in it. And this is the page I did today with the 2 pockets. Doesn't have anything in it yet. I like how that came out though. Okay. Got several pages to go there. Okay, and this page isn't done. I just was working on this page last Tuesday. I had this little strip of wallpaper. It's a wallpaper border, and it has little fairy houses in it. Now this is 2 pieces that I melded together right in there, and it had the spool of thread and everything. So I haven't finished because this definitely needs something else and some fairies on it, and there's no fairies on there yet, so I have to do that. Deborah sent us this fair. I've got another one of these fairies that Deborah sent, and this is one from our flower fairy book, and this is a saying from Janet: the most beautiful things in the world must be felt with the heart. And these are wallpaper. This is another napkin pocket page with the flower book fairies, and these wonderful postcards came from Mindy, and they're all tucked in there. This is parts of the pop-up book, and I still have little pieces that do pop up on this page, and then one of the little die cut fairies. Then what happened is the way this came apart, it didn't work to make it pop up. So what I did was make it sort of tile, and I can't remember, but I added the pages back in. So these pages fold out, and if you can see, there's fairies in here, and it reveals more fairies as the pages turn. And then the last little piece pops out right there. So sorry. That's okay. And then these are coloring book pages, and what happened here was these 2 little guys, the sweethearts, wouldn't fit on one page. So I folded them, tipped in a page, used some things to decorate it, and that left pieces of this one so that I could have a spread there. So it worked out real well. I was pleased. This is another Flutterby fairy, and she's very close relation to Maleficent. Say it right, Lisa. Hi, Gabby.
Yeah.
Which is the name exactly?
Said it, but
the playlist is called Altered Fairy Book Playlist or something like that, Gabby.
Yeah, it'll be recognizable.
Yeah. Oh, she's talking about how to iron a napkin to paper. Yeah. If you use cling wrap or something like that and put it between the napkin and your paper, and it basically becomes a glue because it's plastic. So I've got coloring book pages that I turned into tags, and I made them nice and big so that they stick out the top. And this is one of the transfers that we did, and more coloring book page. Okay, I guess that's all. And this is where I used a napkin ghost and wallpaper flowers and some chipboard fairies that Lisa sent me, which I didn't realize until I got all done. And this page looks very much like it. This is a page I did today. It's got some of our flower book fairies and wallpaper. And this is where we're going to tuck this little this little fairy book. This was a board book we took apart and turned into a little journal, and it will tuck right in there. This is the page I'm working on that's gonna be, you know, the water and things like that. This is a pocket page. This is a little zine I made with the flutterbys in one of my streams. This is a page that came from Janet, that Janet had done, and I just put some cardstock on the back of it and made it into a tag. This page has pockets and has wallpaper, and this is a stamped on tissue fairy that Janet sent, and so is this one. This one was on pattern paper. Just some more tags. This is pieces from the pop-up book, and I took and cut this and made a little door in it and put some fairies behind it. So it looks like he's inside and she's outside. And these were pop-up pages, and they are actually dimensional. I put them on with that thick dimensional tape so that they just kind of raise up off the page a little bit. This is where we stamped. We used stamp pads and an actual leaf. And I haven't got but one tag in here. And these are Flutterby fairies that I made with, their wings are all jewelry, like earrings and such like that. And this is just another little tag. Coloring book pages. And this is where we colored parts of the page, but not all of the page. And they don't fit on these pages. So to make them fit, you have to fold them in. And I thought it came out real well that way. This is another Flutterby. He's not to be trusted. He has one of those smiles, you know. And this is a window
We've all encountered those smiles.
Yes, we have. And it's pretty much translucent. It's not transparent, but you do see through it. And it's from an image transfer. And this is an image transfer. It's one of the pieces that came from Heather that we made our tunnel books from. And our tunnel books, one of the things we found is that they're really cute when you offset them like that. You can see more of it than when it's just straight. And the tunnel book goes right in there. And now I will turn you over to Lisa.
Okay. I was trying to get this one last little thing done.
Well, we'll let you get that one last little thing done.
Okay.
I'm going to find out why my phone is making noise. Well, that's what I thought. I got a text message.
Okay. I'm just going to ink this real quick and it'll be done. Okay. I'm making a little piece into a tag to go in this pocket. I just put paper on the back, and I may do something else, some regular, you know, something you could write on or something later. But for now, it's just like that to go in here. So I don't think these are going to stick. Okay. Excuse me, goodness. Okay, here's my window page. I put some fabric behind the windows that has that on it. There's my little fairies who live in this tree. This is a coloring book page, and I gotta glue that down. Sorry.
I'm sorry for my phone. It's about my eye surgery next week.
Okay. And this is Happy Mail from Deborah Adams. This is from Janet. And these are some of my grandma's, some of flowers I cut out of cards that were my grandma's. When she passed away, my mom gave me her card box. And here are the little ones that were in that we made envelopes out of vellum with. That's some more of my grandma's cards. This is an image transfer. This is an image transfer. And this is one of my stamps that I carved in Carve December. That's another one of my grandmother's cards. And right in there is some cute little fairies that Deborah sent those to. And here's an image transfer. And this is my seed packet. And this is where I used that centerpiece that came out of here when this cut out, the piece that was in there, I put here and used as a mask. And then put the little fairy. It says, the fairies break their dances and leave the printed lawn.
Aw.
And then this is stuff out of the pop-up book. I just made some pockets with it and then tucked these things out of the pop-up book into the pockets. This is from another fairy book I had, and it's a fairy journal, but it's a Flower Fairies, another one like the pop-up book that's of the same kind of flower fairies. And these two things came out of that book also. And then these are from the cover of the Flower Fairies complete book that started our desire to make this book,
Which we haven't used very much out of.
No. We found too many other things to use too. So
yeah. I kind of like that though, because it gives the book a lot more variety.
I agree. I'm happy that we made that choice.
Yeah.
These are my Flutterby ladies on a napkin. And these are my coloring pages that and Tanya sent me those. They make perfect little handles to open the pages. And this is another image transfer we did on contact paper. And this was the title on the spine of the How to Find a Flower Fairy book. That's the pop-up book. This is a napkin and some stamps that I carved. And then here's some tags. This is a stamp I carved in Carve December, and that's napkin, music paper. And this was another one of the cards of my grandmother's. And this is a little saying that Janet sent me, and then I put one of Heather's cutouts on there. And we made a huge pocket. That worked out nicely. This is what I was just doing. And so I've got a pocket there and a pocket here, but I don't have anything in this pocket yet. So, and nothing there. This is what I did earlier with the little journal. And this is wallpaper. Flowers cut out of wallpaper and some more stuff. These were just cut out of the book. They weren't transfers. And this was a transfer. And this was just cut out of the book. And these are my cards that Mindy sent me. And this card, Care sent it to me. And this was another image transfer. And this was a black and white image, but it was in that Flower Fairies book. And here's a napkin and some of the chipboard fairies and some flowers that Teresa sent us. flowers, butterflies that Teresa sent us. And this is out of the pop-up book. And it kind of, there's some pieces that will move, but they don't really pop up. I had to put a bunch of layers in order to get it to look like that. So
I'm going to interrupt you just a minute.
Yeah.
I can't from here, guys. I can't, when you're in StreamYard, you can't turn mods on and off. That's one of the things that it doesn't let you do. So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lisa, but I wanted to answer that question, or
that's
but
important.
Teresa, it would probably be a good idea on Sunday if I did that. So, okay, I'm done.
That's okay. This is some more stuff out of the pop-up book that I layered, little pieces of pages that I layered to put in there. And then this is part of it that actually pops up. Empty page. And here's a belly band made out of coloring book page. And here's some tags made out of coloring book page. And this is just several pieces that I put together out of the pop-up book. This also came out of the pop-up book. This is a card I made when I was just using up scraps, and I added a chipboard fairy, and so I stuck it in here.
And thank you, Barb, for getting whatever link they needed. I do appreciate it. What
These
tag?
are my last pages I need to stick together. Do what?
There was another tag?
These were just the large coloring book tags.
Yeah.
Like you had. And so these are the pages. I've got to take some out and make more pages. These are the pockets that we just did. And that's empty page, empty page. These are the pockets that we did. I think this was the very first day, wasn't it? When we made these. And wallpaper. And this is a fairy.
It wasn't the first day, it was the second.
The second day, okay.
Yeah, we were playing with image transfers, and then we made a pocket. So I don't know if we got those pockets made the first day or if it was the second day, but somewhere in that very first section.
The very first week. And this is Janet sent me that, and this is the Flutterby fairy zine that Tanya made on her live stream, and she sent me one, so I stuck it in here. And some more coloring book, coloring page tags. This is some more stuff out of the pop-up book, and most of this doesn't move, but a little bit of it moves. But mostly I just glued down a bunch of pieces to make a scene. And then these were, I love this page. I love all the butterflies on it. Some of these were out of that, the other book, not the pop-up book, but another one that I already had torn up a long time ago. And this was a image transfer. This is my Knight in Shining Armor Flutterby and his little minion. And then these are my other Flutterby pockets and card tags. Oops, that needs to be reglued. Didn't do a very good job at that one.
That's not
I like her peeking out. I'm going to stick them in here. Okay. I'll redo that thing.
Yeah, she's cute when she peeks out.
This is my other Flutterby lady that I used the foil that Heather sent me, just the waste foil that she used when she was cutting out her die cuts. And I used alcohol inks on it and put it in here with her. And this is the window that we did with the acetate and a transfer. And these are some of my stamps that I did in Carved December, wallpaper flowers. And this is another one of the die cuts that we got from Heather. And this came out of the Flower Fairy book. And then here's my tunnel book. And there it is. Oh, here's this last little tag I just made, but it's still drying.
Oh, that came out really cute with the double layers of the circles. I just, I'm okay with only having one layer, and that's,
I
I
where I'm going to
could,
stick it, maybe in here. But
I could put like one of these little things
oh,
on
that's
it, just
pretty.
to add just maybe over here. I'm not going to do it right this second because these have to be punched out. But if I added that, it might just add that much punch to it, you know.
Yeah.
So I might do that before I call it done.
And
But,
I'm going to have to go back over the top of this with something because my glue stick got on top of it. So it's kind of, parts of it are shiny and parts of it are matte. And because of that.
okay.
But anyway, maybe I just need to.
Well, and you know, Barbara, the round tags are where we cut the front out of our
Out of our tunnel book.
tunnel book. Size wise, let's see here. It's about 4.5 inches across, Teresa.
Yeah.
And really and truly what we did was we took the mat that we were using. We took this piece that we were using on the front of our tunnel book and drew around it. We didn't measure it. We were, not using math. But
Yeah,
4.5 inches.
Making the size hole we needed.
Right, but it does make a pretty size tag. Thanks, guys. We're going to need to go, though, because it is almost 5 o'clock. And so I want to say bye and to remind you, most importantly, that next Tuesday, next week will be on Lisa's channel. Remember, it'll be Lisa's channel next week. And Tuesday will be at 1 o'clock, not at noon. So
And
it'll
Thursday
be 1
at noon.
on Thursday.
We're going to
So
swap
we're
on
gonna
you.
flop unless I really can't do what I want to do. And I think it will all be just fine, but that extra hour will give me a little extra time. So
I think I am going to cover this with iridescent medium.
that would be pretty. We'll see it next week. Okay,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and say bye and
Bye-bye.
love you all.
God bless you
Thanks.
all.
Thanks for being here.